but I can try drying it.
Wait, are you using anything as a binder?
No,
That might be it.
that could be it. I was gonna try it without eggs and see what happened, but I think this has not been a successful experiment.
All right, we're live. We're playing Dungeons and Dragons. Are you guys ready?
I cast
Is there a
fireball.
dungeon in that
ready.
dragon?
Wow.
Dungeons and Dragons. You guys have been in dungeons. Are you guys ready to meet the dragons now?
No,
Yes.
I'm good.
Always.
Is the dragon hot?
Depends what color is it.
Obviously.
You asked me that question? How dare you even think about asking me that question?
I can't fuck the dragon.
As if I wouldn't make the most fuckable dragons.
You can't
No,
do
you're
that to
right.
me. I can't fuck the dragon.
Why can't you?
Buddy, they won't even let me fuck the dragon.
I have a condition.
What's the condition?
That I can't fuck the dragon.
Like a medical condition? I thought you
Uh-huh.
meant like an exception. Like this has to happen before.
So, who wants to do a recap of what happened last time?
Jeez.
Fuck the dragon.
No,
Everybody.
what do you
We
mean did you guys
did not do
play
that.
without me?
Oh, you know.
Dragon these nuts.
Christine Deacons.
Dragon these nuts.
Alright. So, Loon and Nazrin lose 1 inspiration point.
Oh
Oh,
no.
No, who wants to do a recap of what happened last time?
My form up in front of me, so that will not be me.
I'm full of
I'm
fun
still cooking the
inspiration.
tofu. I think we all are actually.
Oh, I sure am
I'm
not.
I'm not.
Yeah,
but
I
I don't
just
remember.
lost some.
Then do it, bro.
I used mine at the end of last session to get money, I believe. That
Oh, I
was-
should have bought stuff in a shop, shouldn't I? That's the thing I should have done.
It's okay.
This actually looks kind of good.
Somebody's
The
gotta
heck?
do this.
Actually, looks...
Alright, last week was a shopping episode. We were. Sorry?
Oh, I just whispered Froggy Mercury because
Oh.
Danny was showing it to me. Sorry, go ahead.
Alright, we were finishing up our preparations on the 3 jobs that Thorn finally came up and offered us. There was one situated in the capital city proper. The details on that were classified and remain classified until someone accepts the job. There was a protection job. Some nasty creature coming up from the Underdark has been harassing some miners up in Star Peak Mountains. And there is a group of pilgrims that wish to be escorted from, I believe, the City of Light to the Shifting Lands on a pilgrimage of some sort. This all sort of got the attention of several folks who have business on the other continent, mainly essentially everyone but Nezrin and Isi have something
Dang.
to do with the Shifting Lands or the capital city.
Nope, Nezrin also
that's
has
true.
something to do there.
Nezrin does too.
Okay, then
Everybody but
just
Isi.
Isi.
I'm trying to go to the shifting lands, baby.
All right, just
Y'all are, man.
and, so everyone but Isi has plans on the other continent.
Ethan just wants to kill something big.
Isi wants to kill all the things that are big.
But there's some pretty big things
that-
on that continent.
That is beyond the point. Still trying to get through this recap.
Mhm.
So we went to the workshop, got some nifty things. Nezrin got a wand of the rod of the Pact Keeper.
I didn't.
Or
I
one
really
of-
wanted one.
Wand of the War Mage then.
I think it was
Yes,
one.
sir.
EC got an upgrade to their bow and some unbreakable arrows. and Florian got a whole bunch of trouble, aka really pushed the buttons of uh, a very
Everybody,
socially
literally everybody.
neurotic Nezrin
Yeah, sorry about
Um,
that. Maybe we can
who-
talk about that.
Hey, it
who
happens.
kind of just like took it on the chin and left, and then whatever Florian wanted to get done by Sophia was rejected because Sophia's not too keen on making people feel bad. And then some roleplay stuff
He is a good
happened,
person.
and now we're the morning of or the morning before we're set to head out to the capital city via teleportation circle with the super beast tamers.
Did
There you
did
go.
Nezrin get her gift?
Oh God, I don't. Oh right. Yes, I don't know. We haven't done the RP. I've been so
That's fair.
busy.
No, that's understandable.
So let's say yes.
Okay.
I would
What
think
was it
that
again?
that happened beforehand. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like the night of, or the morning after.
It was the class that.
No, it was a different one.
Oh, a different
After
gift.
he insulted
It
her,
was some
yeah.
kind of alcoholic beverage, correct?
Oh, I don't know, man.
Yes. No, I put it in the private because I didn't think it merited like a whole
Thing.
RP, but he left his bottle of fire whiskey at her door because she likes drinks.
She liked the drink.
Okay.
my
Oh, one more
God.
thing.
Sorry,
Easy
should I have phrased that in a different way?
No, it's okay. Michael, go ahead.
Good.
You like the drink.
She liked the drink.
Michael, go ahead.
EC showed the room to Quentin, who was gonna ask some questions about someone in Irenosta, Crystal City.
I'm glad you
Didn't
remembered
say
to
particulars.
mention that. Yeah.
Cool.
Good job, Michael. Take some gold off of that inspiration, since you're full up.
Nice.
That was a good summary.
Hooray!
Okay. It's the
Job,
morning after. Morning after a lot of stuff happened, I guess.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? Afan's hungover. Or did that happen
Probably,
before,
yes.
actually? Hold on.
Oh,
What?
that might have to timeline wise happen. Well,
Yeah, like how long between him getting the letter and us leaving is there?
I think that might have to happen
Maybe like a
the
couple of
night
days.
before.
Because you guys are moving pretty fast into this next job. You guys aren't taking any downtime.
Yeah.
So he's
That's fair.
probably not hungover, but he's probably not having a great time.
Okay.
Yeah, I just rolled
That
D.
halfling constitution, man.
Luna's on a 6 on the hungover scale, 1 to 10.
7 bottles of whiskey.
7
Luna's
bottles
been
of
drinking too?
whiskey, 7 bottles of
I
whiskey.
really wanted to put a thing in that roleplay that I forgot to put in, where he would just go from like completely stone cold sober to being absolutely wasted
Right.
drunk.
Gotcha.
After like
Wow.
he gets
Wasted.
like halfway through bottle 7 and it's just like it's a switch that turns off and there's no in between. He's never tipsy.
That's
He's
very
either
good.
Star
sober,
wipe
sober
is
or
dead drunk.
completely out of it. Yeah.
Yeah, I love
Stone
that.
Cold Sober or shit faced.
Yeah.
No in between. I love it. All right. Yeah.
And he's a sad drunk, apparently.
Wow.
Well, he's got PTSD.
Also sad.
Oh, and
Yeah.
Gosh, I sound so
you know,
sensitive now.
something happened. It's not just. I don't think he's normally like this.
I can't put my finger on what happened.
Oh
That's rude. Why would you
no.
do
It was very
that?
good, actually.
That was very funny.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, well,
Okay.
it's either the day of or the day before you guys leave. When I don't know, when is it?
Day
Is
of.
there stuff?
Day of, okay.
Yeah,
Alright.
let's do it.
Sick.
Okay, yeah, because some people want to get into the action,
All
I
right.
suppose.
Who would wake up first outside of EC?
Aran's up early.
Okay.
Of course he is.
Schmitty served them a
Luna's
very
probably
strong
up around
coffee.
like 8. She's having a good hearty breakfast to get over the feeling like shit.
As you guys all make it into the main room one by one, waking up at your times, you can see that there are people also getting ready this early. Not these guys. These guys aren't going. These guys are going, though. There we go. People are getting ready to go on their own jobs. As you can see, they're talking over their supplies, their plans for their jobs, people getting ready, making sure they have everything packed. What are you guys doing to prepare?
typed
Luna's face
something in
down
chat.
on the table. There is a pebble in his cup. It is empty otherwise.
Oh, did that just happen?
I assume that was the same morning if Luna's hungover.
Fair enough.
Yes, Michael, you can buy some poison and healing potions. Just subtract the gold.
Don't mix them up.
Florian's gonna get some healing potions too.
Go for it.
Cool.
Healing potions are for other people to throw at Aran.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
All right, I
let's get
suppose.
Oh, no, go ahead.
You're good, Zoe. Go.
Okay. Luna's gonna pull out that deed, if she's the one holding it. Deed, not weed. Not weed, you piece of shit, stoner!
I heard bead as in like a necklace bead. I'm like, what special bead did I give you guys?
Yeah.
I gotta
Luna
show
hears
you
weed
what I'm referencing.
raises his head.
I'm calling the police!
There's no weed. He's lays back
The
down.
deed in the city.
Yes.
And she's like, well, how do you think we should handle this since we found it on a corpse? She kind of slides it in the middle of the table. I mean, one thing we could do is just give it to the current tenant, but I mean, that's probably the kindest thing to do.
Current tenant of what?
The deed is for a storefront
Gotcha. Oh,
Equitable Lane.
I didn't hear you say deed. Okay. Sorry.
AC just looks at the deed and just sort of shrugs as they arrange their potions and poisons. It's just a piece of paper to me. Assuming you all have ways you go about determining what is proper and whatnot with your pieces of paper.
I mean, did Nafan have a use for it? Orion looks over. He's not about to spill.
Aran isn't really paying attention right now.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
I think she's looking over at him. I think he was the only person who we thought would have a use for it.
He's like, what?
Oh.
A while
Deed,
back,
dude.
a couple jobs ago, we found this deed for a storefront and apartment in the capital city. We were gonna.
Oh,
I was
right,
planning
yeah.
to go give it a look and see what the situation is there. just to
Yeah,
see what the
I'll
next step would be.
come with you, yeah.
I mean, yeah, we should probably meet them.
Luke raises like a hand. He's still face down. Talked to our standard other night. Should have contacted them maybe. I don't know. Raise his hand back down.
Beautiful.
Oh, raise his hand again. Contacted about the deed. They're in the capital.
Aristander is?
Still on a boat.
Well, they're gonna be. Oh,
Oh, okay.
maybe. Oh, I didn't know the timing of it. Shit.
It's okay.
That's actually very in character.
It is very in character.
He's gonna be like, "I'm here. Where are you?" I says, "Like fucking on the boat, idiot."
I don't even know where your boyfriend is.
No.
Oh, okay.
The most low energy.
Well, I mean, things seem pretty cut and dry. Once we get to the city, we go. Well, I think we should take maybe a day, if not half a day. Um, I'm sure we all have business we would like to do in the capital city. And find some. Isn't. Was Thorn going to charter transportation for us? I think that's what she said.
Thorn said they could get us to the other continent without having to use a boat. Would the rest not be on us as adventurers?
She did.
I don't know. Maybe they have some sort of.
She did
organized.
say she would charter a way to get there for you guys to expedite things.
Well, then let's get in contact with them when we get to the city. Maybe Nezrin and Alun, you can do that?
Sure.
Luke gives a thumbs up, flops arm back down.
I think we're mostly playing this by ear like we usually do. Seat of our pants and all that.
It usually turns out for the best. I don't think
Yeah.
I've ever actually been to the capital city though, so I'll be excited to see the sights, I guess. How long do we have before we need to leave the city? Probably just a day or two, yes, to make contact with our people and get going.
I would say a day at most. If we can,
Yeah.
half a day.
It's a tight schedule, but I can try to fit some sightseeing in, if anyone's interested.
Florian looks like he's about to say something, but then he backs off.
Nezrin takes everyone's silence to mean that no one else is really interested, and she's fine with that.
I am crushed.
No, it's okay. Like, not in a bad way. Just like, if anyone's interested, oh no, that's fine. I'll have my own fun then. It's fine. Nezrin is not upset about it. Just
Oh, that's good.
I'll do
Well,
my
she
own
doesn't
stuff.
have. Yeah.
it's okay if people don't want to go on a tourist vacationing with Nezrin in New York City. That's chill. She was just extending the offer.
That's fair. She's okay being on her own.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's kind
So,
of what she's used to.
Yeah, that's fair. Is there anything we need to sort of prepare or bring other than the usual?
I think we did a lot of preparing yesterday.
I know I sure did. Elune and I, we prepared the heck out of.
Well, I mean, we went shopping and stuff, and the evening was just kind of go off, do our own things.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Well, me, Issy, and Luna had a great time at the bar. I think it was so much fun that I can't seem to really remember everything that happened.
I'm sure it'll come back to you. If not, I'll talk you through how it went.
Okay. You know, I don't normally black out like that. I must have drank a lot.
It was a very lively evening, let's say.
Good.
It's because you had a beer before the liquor. That's what it was.
That's
Yep.
how they get you.
Ah, I should have remembered from my college days. I mean, I'm still in my college days, but I've gotten much better.
We had a pretty good boys' night last night.
Oh, happy for the boys.
It's good, right? It was
One
good.
of the boys looks dead, the other looks dead inside.
Florian is fine.
Yeah, definitely. Totally
He's 19.
fine.
Yeah, uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
Nothing wrong at all.
Nope.
All right. Are you guys going to do anything else to prepare? Or should we cut to the meeting with Thorn?
To the meeting.
Yeah, let's
Don't
go.
think I have anything else. No.
Okay.
Let's go.
Smash
Let's
cut
go.
to all of you guys.
Who's cut and why are we smashing them?
Wow.
That's another -1
Thorn.
inspiration. I'm just kidding.
Thorn's
I'm spending them wisely.
All right. Anyway, yeah, these guys are sitting on this couch. You guys can place yourselves wherever you'd like.
Hmm.
He's petting. You guys can move yourselves.
Luna's good
There
here.
we are.
Just in case, everybody.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
All right, who's brooding in the corner?
Me?
Everyone.
Have on.
Half the party is brooding in the corner.
Wait, which
Luna's-
corner are we talking
Luna's
about?
slumped on the couch, and like Luna's trying to just hold him upright.
You can see Wimbo is preparing some things. Thorn would actually be like somewhere over here, and a Wimbo would be over here preparing some things. You can see, and he's drawing with chalk on a circle on the ground here. And Thorn looks at everybody.
Stick figures in a hopscotch route, and yeah.
Thorn looks at everybody. So, everybody knows their assignments. Is everybody ready? And you hear positive confirmation from the other two adventuring groups heading out.
Cool.
High energy. Looks like they rested up. They're ready to get to work right when they land. There's a mixed bag from you guys.
It's like a school class when the teacher tries to get any amount of feedback.
Afan's literally not paying attention. Nezrin's doing okay. Luna as well. Luna and Florian.
This one has like a nice professional, like outward behavior.
Yeah.
Mm.
Thorn looks around at the group of you guys and says, "All right. The circle should be ready soon, so gather up. You'll have about 6 seconds once it's open to step through, so you're going to want to be close, or else you're going to be stranded here."
Oh wow, this is so exciting. This is only one of my first times ever teleporting.
Come over here.
I don't think I've ever done it.
Oh, it's quite a rush. Is what I.
Guys,
Luna
If
looks
I
back as
like-
if I'm still.
if I'm like remarkably different, if my atoms do not materialize correctly, and I'm a completely different person or whatever, I don't have a protocol for that. Good luck.
What are you talking about?
Like, how does teleportation work?
It depends on the caster and
You go from here to there.
what they're doing.
But how?
Wimbo sort of like looks like, do you want me to explain it to you?
No.
Okay, well then, I mean, I can explain it.
I'm tired, dude. Let's just do it. Fuck it.
Florian's gonna go over to Afan and like pat his shoulder, like, "Hey, you coming?"
Yeah.
Oh,
right.
All right. Okay. Wimbo looks to see everybody is ready. As he finishes marking the circle and pours some of his magical energy into it, there's a rush of like a vacuum effect where wind sort of rushes into the circle. And then it's glowing, and he sort of looks around and says, "All right, get in."
You see,
And-
jumps in like they're jumping off a cliff.
Nice.
Perfect. You
Nezrin just
jump
hastily
in.
steps in.
Yep. Nezrin steps in. You see the rest of the other groups all step in. Very
Florian does a
quickly.
backflip in.
Yeah, perfect. You do a backflip in.
Van just walks in.
Yeah, Luna just walks in.
trudges in.
Have any of you ever teleported before?
I think Nezrin like once or twice.
Absolutely not.
I don't
No, probably not.
think so.
I'm
There's
gonna,
this weird time with the tree.
I'm gonna say, Luna, you're gonna have an advantage on this check because of backstory shenanigans.
Oh boy.
And Nezrin, you as well, since you have a little bit of experience with this. But I'm gonna need Constitution save. Well, yeah, saving throws. Those of you who are hungover have disadvantage. Afan, I think
dang.
you cancel it out because you're a halfling.
I'm also not hungover, so.
Oh, you're just sad. Never mind.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So does
I
that
don't
mean I
think
get
there's
advantage? Do I get
I don't
advantage
think
then?
there's
Yeah, actually, so your halfling
whoops.
Constitution.
I don't think there's a such thing as a weed hangover, but I can count that, I guess.
Van double fucking nails it.
That's
so sad-
amazing.
He's so sad he doesn't even notice.
Say the potion prices are at the top of BJ's.
Thank you.
9 isn't even gonna pass, I'm pretty sure.
Oof.
I just don't want to barf too much, you know?
Oof, owie, my bones.
Bone hurting juice. Don't touch my bones.
Wow.
Okay, this tracks.
Oh, that's my other favorite Futurama joke. My only regret is that I had both.
I have more regret that I have bonitis, yeah.
Such a fucking
It's
good.
such a good fucking line. What a good joke. Holy shit. Okay. Sorry. Florian, you do a backflip in, and while you're teleporting, you keep flipping. And you don't stop until you reach the other side, which feels like it's only a second, but your stomach is turned upside down. You land flat on your back. It hurts, and then you vomit, spilling it all over, sort of like your face and chest.
That's great.
It's a real cool look. Luna, you sort of like as you walk in, you immediately after you step into the other side, you sort of kneel down and vomit out just what little breakfast you had. It's also just because I think this is funny, like slightly glittery.
Oh, good.
It's still vomit, but there's a little bit of that fey shenanigans going on there, making your vomit just a little bit glittery.
Oh my gosh. Very good.
Let me do a couple checks for the other guys actually.
I love that movie.
Oh no! Most of the cats fancy vomits as well as they go through. Saffron
Good.
actually does a
Hairballs.
really good job holding it in.
I thought you were just about to
Oh,
do
boy.
43 damage to somebody else.
No.
Holy
Yeah.
shit.
I'm not
That's some
doing
fucking
43
damage.
damage to you guys.
Oh my
Um,
gosh.
Woolsworth also manages to keep it in, but Patrick and Paige both vomit after they step out on the other side. There's like a chorus of retching, as many of you have vomited after stepping through the teleportation portal.
Beautiful.
But eventually on the other side, the light sort of flickers and then goes dim. And you see you guys have wound up in a basement. It seems to be pretty well lit though, and standing at the edge of the room. Let me just go ahead. I'm just gonna put you guys in here, because you guys have gone to the capital city now. You can drag yourselves on the map if you'd like. But you are in a basement. It looks, man, how do I describe how this looks?
Dank.
Covered in vomit.
Well, yeah, the smell isn't pleasant at the moment. It's dark. It looks to be some sort of a storage room, actually. From what you can tell, there's like, oh, here, I know. That it's just faster if I do it for you. There we go. It looks like chairs, tables, things like that are set down here. Like a storage room that's not used for anything perishable. As you all sort of look around, you do see someone standing at one end of the room. And let me see if I can find them. Give me 1 second. I've got this. Hold on. Don't worry.
You know, CC was like the first one through by like a second. Sees everyone vomiting. You see just like reaches into their pack and just like puts a mint leaf under their nose.
Nazar just politely steps away from all the yakking and like
Oh
goes
my
get her
God.
nice shoes dirty. Like,
The
oh
Link gets
boy.
an ominous sounding burp, but keeps it in. Hold on. I got something.
You see
That
off first.
uncensored smell has been dulled by years of chain smoking the dirtiest cigarette.
You know what? That's fair, actually.
You see off
Well, it
first.
can't be
doing a
poisoned.
mint leaf.
There we go. You see this pink tiefling woman
Oh.
wearing this sparkly red dress, sort of look around, and she says, "Ah, you all made it just in time. Well, on time, I should say."
Happy to be punctual, although I think most of us made it all right.
She smiles, and you see her sort of wave her hand, as you can tell she is casting prestidigitation
Thank God.
and cleaning up the vomit. You see, she's got this very, actually, Nezrin, go ahead and roll insight for me with advantage.
Oh, great. My insight is
Just put it
Where's-
these guys here too.
0. 19.
19. You recognize the sort of smile she has immediately. It's a smile that you wore for a long time. It's that very classic customer service smile. So whoever this woman is, you know she works with people in some sort of service industry.
Yep, Nezrin just nods very politely and says, "Are you here to sort of guide us out of this place? Do you know where we're going to go?"
I don't know where you guys are going. I assume that you have instructions from your guild
We
master?
do. We do.
But I can tell you where you are. You guys are at the Blushing Lady, in the basement specifically. Not in the pantry or in any of the food storerooms. We, just in case, you know, something like this would happen. But if you need a drink to wash down anything, we have drinks upstairs. Or if you'd like to head straight out, there's a cellar door to the street. Whatever you prefer.
So we're in a bar.
She smiles, and she says, "Of sorts."
I'd like to roll insight.
Nezrin doesn't need to. Nezrin just goes, "Ah, I see."
Yeah, you can roll insight if you'd like to, Florian.
Luna is going to very politely apologize for yartzing all over her floor and then avail herself of a bubbly drink.
She's just gonna leave the establishment.
Yartzing. That's
I-
incredible.
I think I might wait outside if anyone else is getting drinks. I don't think I'll need one anyhow.
That's so funny. Most of the others, Saffron heads upstairs immediately.
Saffron.
Most of the others head upstairs. You see Arkham, Janice, and Woolsworth head outside with Nezrin. Arkham is helping the rest of them clean up any yards that they got on them. So who's going outside and who's heading upstairs?
Avan just leaves.
Outside.
Avan and Nezrin are outside.
Vacates.
I think it's just Florian and Luna going up to get
Yeah.
this out of their mouth.
Elune? What does Elune
We'll
do?
also go get some fucking coffee.
Hell yeah, let's go up.
Nazrin doesn't want to risk seeing a naked person and is
Aw.
leaving.
Perfect. Okay, so Afan, Nezrin, and EC. You guys are with Woolsworth, Arkham,
Why would there be a naked
and
person?
Hera.
I don't know.
Elune. Oh, Elune.
I don't know,
I should know
Elune.
this.
Yeah, Wilhelmina's up there too. She doesn't need a drink. But Saffron, Janice, Pat, and Paige are going up with you guys. As the woman sort of leads you up the stairs and opens the door, you walk into a very comfortable feeling. You actually also notice it's darker outside than it was when you left. When you guys left, it was like 10, maybe 11 o'clock in the morning. It feels like by looking outside through the light coming in when they walk outside and through the windows, although it's hard to see through the windows, they're very, very heavily tinted. But you expect I would say sometime maybe like 6 or 7 p.m. Yes, time zones, exactly.
That time of realness.
6 or 7 p.m. As you guys get there. But as you guys walk up, it's very, it's sort of like, not dim light, but sort of like colored light. A soft, like, pinkish, reddish hue, very soft, like yellow lighting in here. You see the bar, it has a few people sitting at there, a couple of patrons sitting on it, and a few people talking to them. Walking around, you can see there's the number of waiters to patrons seems very high. There's a lot of waiters, much more than you might expect in a bar. Like 1 or 2 for every patron currently in there right now. You don't know why they would need that many patrons or waiters in a bar. Weird. Luna's finally putting 2 and 2 together. As she looks around, she's probably never.
Oh my god!
She's probably never been in one of these before, but she knows of them, especially like talking to some of the guards who weren't from the city. She's 200 years old. She's heard of this stuff before.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Florian, it's. I think it's gonna take a few more moments for it to
It
really
is.
hit you. I think it's gonna take somebody trying to take you upstairs for it to hit you.
Oh man.
As a
I feel like. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
I feel like Elune has been into something like this before, so he
I
does
feel like,
know.
yeah.
He just wants his coffee.
That's fair. But yeah, the tiefling woman leads you guys to the bar, and you can see behind the bar there's this very burly looking, looks to be like a Goliath man, very tall, very burly looking, wearing no shirt and a vest, with like the top button undone, showing off a lot of muscle. As he smiles and looks down at all of you, it says,
How are his titties?
He's got pecs. Do you want him to do the little
Voluptuous.
peck dance? He can do the little
The
peck.
song
He can
goes,
do the
hell
little
yeah.
peck dance
Oh
for
my
you.
god.
EC has never been more sure of their choice. Michael wants to do that.
Wow.
As he looks down at all of you, welcome newcomers. I was told you'd be arriving. Got to deal with your guild mistress, so first drinks on us. How can we help you out here at the Blushing Lady?
Oh, thank you very much. Do you just have a ginger ale I could sip on?
He nods and he pulls out some fresh ginger, starts to grate it,
Ooh.
mixes it with some sugar cane, into a shaker with some ice and a little bit of soda water, mixes that up very quickly for you, then tops it up with some fresh soda water and hands you a fresh made ginger ale.
Very nice.
Thank you so much.
You can see the others are asking for Paige asked for a shot of a potato based liquor with a bit of mustard ground into it.
Whoa.
Patrick, Zoe gets my extremely niche reference.
Reference secured.
Thank you. Patrick gets a very strong looking ale. And he asks for a saucer of milk for his giant cat.
Very good.
Saffron gets a mixed drink and leans like on the back of the bar and starts looking around. She's got this wide smile on her face. Janice is sort of sticking to her. She is getting just a very simple coffee. But you can tell her eyes are wandering a little bit around the room as well.
Florian's also going to get a ginger ale and ask for some mint in it.
Yeah, he very happily prepares that for you. And Loon, you said you wanted a coffee, right?
If you could put coffee in coffee so I can coffee while I coffee.
He can make you an espresso if you'd like.
Take a big mug, put 6 shots of espresso in it, nothing else.
Yes.
Okay.
Actually.
So he makes you an espresso for sure.
And a cup of sugar.
Just be less room for espresso.
No, you're right.
If you put the sugar in. My man.
No, you're right.
I'm dying over here.
As you see the tiefling woman sort of just stand next to all of you. And it's a rough trip.
I did a
Rough
backflip.
Night.
Rough night. Well, if any of you need to relax, we would love to help you out here. We have plenty of rooms for you to stay the night and company if you need some as well.
We need company. We came here together.
Of course, just to relax with, and we could rub your shoulders, be an ear to listen to, company.
I might have company I might bring by later if they're around and they're into it, but we got some work.
She smiles and she says, of course. Well, you guys are welcome here. Even if you just need another drink, our bar is open most of the day and night. Sailors come in at all hours, so we serve them at all hours as well.
Okay.
Florian's looking at Luna, a little bit confused.
Luna's looking at the pretty people.
Oh, okay.
There's lots of pretty people. They're not.
Sure.
There's no naked people. They're all very well dressed in very revealing, but classy or subtly revealing ways. Tight, form-fitting clothes, or a few buttons undone more than typical.
Flattering clothing.
Yes, very
Yeah.
flattering.
Well tailored.
Well tailored. Makeup that. It's very, very well done makeup. It's not a ton of makeup, but you can definitely tell that it's been done to accentuate their features, things like that. There's all sorts of people of all sorts of races here.
In much the way our standard kind of had to pull teeth to get Elude to get on the same page, he's largely unaffected by this.
Mm.
You see, she turns to Luna and Florian. So, what brings you to our continent? What sort of job are you guys doing?
We're doing a couple.
Oh,
Yeah.
No, go ahead.
Yeah. So, we have something up on the mountain, and like I don't know how much information we're supposed to give out, but we're also going to help some people travel.
Yeah, our mistress has a working relationship with your guild master, but
Okay. Sure.
don't feel like you have to give out too much information.
Working relationship.
Does Alun say that?
Very quietly. You're welcome to hear it.
Yeah, you see she smiles and turns to Alun, and she says, "It's always good to have another base of operations in the continent far away. We're discreet.
Oh.
We work well together, and she's been here before, many, many years ago. Or at least that's what our mistress tells me."
Okay.
Is that fic I read once, Gabe?
I don't know. Maybe.
Okay.
It's not a fic, it's just a story about your own
No, you're right.
experience. I'm not
right.
writing fanfic about my own characters. It's just fiction. It's just a story.
All right, Thorn Wimbo,
Look
go
at that
to the
story that I
Bravo
read.
fanfic.
My
It's
bad.
okay. It's very funny.
This is like when people make their own characters and still call it headcanon.
Yeah. Oh yeah, my
If
head
it has
about
lemons
my
in it, it's fic.
characters.
That's how it works.
When you grow up in fandom, it kind of seeps into your own stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway, I mean, I don't know how much free time you guys have, but I'd love to hear more about your goings on.
Well, I think Alun's still nursing his coffee, so.
We might do some information gathering, but yeah, I think we need to get our footing a little first. This could be a good lodging option if you have a relationship with the guild.
We
Not sure about.
we have solo lodging, as well
That'd
as
be good.
lodging with our companions. Just depends
I-
on what you're looking for.
I'm not sure if anyone in our party particularly would avail themselves to the companion services, but I'm not going to rule it out.
Of course, no
Yeah,
pressure.
We'll let them decide.
And Florian's just like, huh?
Florian still doesn't get it.
He doesn't.
I can
Sweet
pay
silver
for
child.
someone to be my friend?
Or damn, people must be really lonely.
Damn, suckers. I get
No.
my friends for free.
You don't get it. He's like, why would you need companionship in your room? Why would you want to share a bed with somebody? That's less room for you.
Sounds
What
great.
could two people do in a bed together?
I'm 1,000 years old, and what is this?
They could arm wrestle.
This is Say escaping
there's some wrestling
into
involved.
Florian.
No, this is me.
This is Say
Literally
escaping
me.
into Florian. She says, well, take your time. If you want to talk, I'm here. My name is Teresa. It's very nice to meet all of you.
Teresa, I do have a question.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we're looking for some books. I know my friend out there is looking for books as well, but I'm looking for some history around, you know, the shifting. What do we call them in this game?
Shifting lands.
Thank you.
Are you talking about the Feywild?
The Feywild. Well, wait.
The Shifting Lands is the place on this plane where it connects to the Feywild.
Okay, I want the Feywild.
Okay.
So I'm looking for some history around the Feywild about 1,000 years ago. Do you know anybody who would have anything remotely close to that?
She thinks for a moment. Nothing comes to mind at the moment, but I could take a look into that if you'd like. I've got contacts around the city I could speak with.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
Thanks.
I mean,
Sounds like you're really well connected.
I am actually. You could say I'm. My mistress has taken me under her wing, in some ways.
Well, that was nice of her.
It is. She saw potential in me, and I wasn't one to squander that sort of thing.
Sips ginger ale
for Florian to understand. Like she has also picked up that Florian is not getting it.
Yeah.
So she's waiting for the neurons to connect.
I'm sure Teresa knows as well.
Yeah. She's pretty good at reading people. It's kind of her job.
Yeah.
She and Luna have like a little bit of a like eye contact smile sort of moment.
Yeah. She looks at Florian. Luna's face. She looks at Florian and says, "If you'd like, you can come with me. I wouldn't mind showing you around the city a little bit. We can talk to some people."
Sure, yeah. What do you think? Luna want to join us?
Is Luna gonna cock block Florian?
Sorry, she was sipping.
Okay.
Perhaps for a little bit, but if things get intense, I might step away.
Of course, we never know where the city might lead us to.
There it is.
Florian finally gets it.
He stands up and knocks his stool over and goes, "Oh! Excuse me," and he goes outside.
Huna tries not to laugh, but she giggles a little bit.
Teresa's face is just as cordial and happy as it was before, and she smiles and waves as Florian rushes out of the room.
He'll be
shaking
all
his
right.
head.
Oh, I
fine.
know he will. He'll be all right. Let him know that he is welcome to join me on a search for his books in the city. I was being truthful when I offered that.
Oh, I absolutely will.
And well, if any of your group are interested, like I said before, we have single rooms and we have rooms with companionship as well.
I appreciate it. Your establishment also seems like a font of valuable information.
There are many people that walk through our doors, and we hear many things here. It's one of the reasons why your guild master has a working relationship with our leader. They the enjoyable way to put it would be to say they gossip together.
Is that what they're calling it these days?
Desmond from the doorway.
Luna finishes her drink and holds out her hands to shake hands with Teresa. I'm gonna go tell Florian that you are sticking to your word about wanting to do some looking around with him, and I think after that we're getting transportation going to the Star Peak Mountains. Decides to give her a little information in turn, you know?
Gotcha. She nods and she says, "Very interesting. I've heard of some things happening over there with the miners. Is that correct?"
Yes, hopefully we can assuage their fears.
Well, I wish you all the best of luck if I don't see you again.
Well, I hope to see you again. In any case.
She smiles
takes
and
her-
very gently shakes Luna's hand and waves as Luna, and I assume Loon as well joins Luna in leaving finally.
Yeah, Owen shotguns his coffee and is just like, thanks, we'll be back.
Yep. Outside, you can see that Afan, Nezrin, and Isi, as you guys walk out the side of the establishment and walk around the front, you can see there's a big sign that says the Blushing Lady. All the windows in the front are tinted, and you can see people who might be going in. It's either like groups of sailors being very loud and boisterous, or like people who have like their faces all covered up in like a hat and a
Oh my gosh.
scarf, going into the place. Yeah, it is absolutely a brothel. Very obvious to tell from the outside.
Yeah, Nezrin's just like got her arms crossed, like in front of her chest, just like tapping her foot impatiently, like, waiting for everyone to like come out, like not looking at the building or the people walking in or out.
Like, I would say like 10 minutes later, Florian walks out in a rush. And then like 2-3 minutes after that, everyone else comes out as well. The other,
I think Nezrin just like leans over and whispers to EC when Florian walks out, like, I didn't think it would take that long.
Even though Luke has had a coffee, he does walk out in a better mood at least, so.
I think Nezrin
Florian's a little wild-eyed.
Oh, I think Nezrin says that in Draconic.
Oh, that's very good.
I don't know if Nezrin knows that Florian said that he learned Draconic, but as far as Nezrin knows,
He said he did.
I don't know if he really did, but
No,
as far as Nezrin knows, it's like her and EC's like secret language.
Sure.
Luna will also switch to Draconic when she's talking about like
Damn.
more involved, like more complex things than Common could probably like entirely get. You know,
Mm-hmm.
she'll
Okay,
switch
do you
to
need-
it for Easy's benefit and to more accurately talk about things.
If you need to plan a surprise birthday party for Avan, he doesn't speak Draconic as well. So.
he speaks Halfling and Common, I think, right?
And that's it, yeah. Learning languages is for chumps.
Who needs to learn a language when you're 4'10" and you punch people for a living?
4'10", he'd love to be 4'10".
Built like a
He's 3
brick.
foot tall.
Sorry, 3 foot.
Not even built like a brick shithouse, but built like a brick.
There is no shit in this house.
There's no shit in this house.
And that's like a CMU block.
But yeah, Florian, you see Luna and Alun walk out a couple of minutes after you do, very calmly.
Huh.
Luna's looking pretty like calm and like I don't know, pleased with herself.
Pleased with herself.
Not like that. Just
Okay.
like a touch
lot happens
smug,
in
but
3
it's
minutes.
wearing off.
What happened? Okay.
Oh, nothing fun.
I feel a little zippier now. Where to, party people?
I suppose we should try to find our contact.
Yes, the charter, charter travel. That's the word.
Yeah. We should ask the lady where they keep the people with the stuff.
Oh, I have been muted for a while. EC looks a bit ill at ease at just the amount of like stone buildings and stone everything.
Oh yeah, I guess I should describe where you guys are in the city too. You guys can still smell the sea from where you guys are. It is definitely the docks. You can hear boats and waves. There's a lot of people here actually, way more than you guys if you haven't been to the city, would be expecting. Especially here where you guys are at, in Sailor's Row. There is basically nothing but docks here, and then like inns and bars and places for sailors to stay the night and drink and spend coin. There's like maybe a few houses, but where you guys are at is basically all just buildings and people.
Yeah, EC's not having it. EC's looking for like the just fruitlessly like for any sort of way out to like somewhere green and not completely stone.
It's gonna be hard to find that here in the city.
Yeah, EC will go to the other side of the city if they must and go out of the city. EC doesn't. This is
I think
too big
Nezran
for
will-
EC.
I think Nezran will go with EC and just sort of like try to be a calming presence, as someone who's very comfortable in a city but also gets it.
Yeah. Luna says, I'm going to look for the owner of that deed, and I don't think I'm going to tell them immediately. I just want to see what the situation is. No one has to join me if they don't want to. I'm going to be fine. But if you want something to do, that's something to do.
I'll go with you.
I'll go with you. Balloon's a
Okey
little distracted. He's texting our standard like, "Hey, yo, dog, I am in the capital city. Where are you at?"
Hey, you up?
Bro,
Hey, you up?
hey, you up.
There's several
you
emojis of
Capital City tonight, King?
Capital City? Capital City tonight, King?
Capital City's
That D&D
emperor.
tonight, Queen. Like on like Twitter or something. It's gonna do numbers, I promise.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, yeah, I would say immediately you do get a response from Alexander. They are up. They are not at the city though. They're probably still about a week and a half, 2 weeks out.
So many frowny emojis.
Aw.
I mean, listen, they told you they were gonna be a while.
That doesn't mean the man who's been on boats all the time necessarily remembers how boats work and how long it takes for a sailing ship to go across continents.
Right.
Also, we teleported here instantly, so it's like, well, Airsender left before I did, and I'm here now, so.
Right?
Why isn't he here already? That's how travel works.
Boat time! I don't fucking get it. He does like when he's on a boat, he does the Metal Gear Solid 5 time skip.
He's just smokes his e-cigarette and time passes.
Yes.
Puts on the pair of glasses.
Wow.
Time has passed.
Okay. Okay. Sorry, I'm yawning. Okay, so we've got 3 people going to check out the deed. EC's going to find nature with Nezran. Is Afan just going to be depressed in the city?
Avan's gone.
Oh, that's right. He
Like,
would just be gone.
He just fucking left.
That's-
like,
okay.
Where-
he knows.
Hell yeah.
Oh, frick!
He's gone.
No, actually, Florian's gonna go look for him, actually.
Go ahead and
I
roll
lied.
me either survival or investigation check for him.
Okay. Yeah.
Can I roll a stealth check to counter that?
If you'd like to, yeah.
Rude.
He does not particularly want to be found.
I think if we were just straight up has
There
not
you go.
caught on yet because he's tired as shit. So
Yeah.
Feel free to use inspiration if you don't want to be found.
Sure. 2d8, right?
No!
Yes. That's a 20.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna use inspiration.
Double one, double one, double one. Go on.
Okay. That's a 25 total.
Yeah, I'm not doing it again.
Florian, it is going to be difficult for you to find him.
Yeah.
It is going to take some time. You think you can track him, but in the city with so many people, And Florian, you don't have a lot of experience with big cities like this.
Nope.
This is a new area for you. Regular tracking rules don't really apply here. I would say you probably have you did roll pretty well with the inspiration, but I'm gonna say you probably have like a 50-50 chance of trying to find it.
Oh. Okay, I'll take it.
Okay. So Florian decides not to go with Luna and Alone and decides to try and find Afan. Let's just do EC and Nezrin first.
Mm.
As they try to find nature.
It's a big
Together.
city. Do you think there are any parks or?
I do not want to be in this city any longer than we have to. I want to leave.
Perhaps we should go to the dock and, I don't know, maybe work on getting the ship ready then if you're trying to
Are we
leave as soon
going
as
on a
possible.
ship or are we going?
I just heard charter and I figured that meant ship. I don't know.
Easy pulls up their phone.
Thank you.
Doesn't even bother like texting Luna or Thorn. Just calls Thorn.
Uh-huh. Hello, EC. Did you make it safely?
Yes.
Good.
Sort of transportation are we? Thorn, why is the city so fucking big? This is disconcerting.
You won't
The
be in
buildings
it.
are too damn tall.
You won't be in it for anything more than a day. There is a grand park in the city, it's very central to the city. If you'd like to
What's
see
it
some
called?
nature, you can also feel free to go outside of the city walls.
How do I get there? Outside the city walls.
Head east.
Okay.
If you would like to get in contact with the person giving you transportation, their name is Big Billy, and Big Billy has horses and other animals that you're going to use. Although I think it won't be horses.
Will it be goats?
I think it's going to be something much faster. But talk to Big Billy. Wimbo set it up with him.
Okay, where is Big Billy?
Big Billy is by the gates. That's where the horses would be kept because they'd be used to go out of the city.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Thorn.
No problem, cousin. Stay safe. If you need help dealing with that much stone around you, I suggest getting very drunk. If not, I suggest leaving as soon as possible.
I'm going to do the second one.
Okay. Take care of yourself. If you need anything, please call me back.
Okay. Just hangs up.
Like they do in the
Yeah.
movies.
We are looking for a Big Billy by Eastern Gates. I'm just going to go east. I know you wanted to see the sights. I'm not going to be much fun in that regard. I might want to go with someone else.
No, it's alright. I mean, we only have less than a day here anyways. It's not like I could see much. I'd much rather keep you company if that's what
Okay.
you want.
I,
I mean, if you want to be alone, I understand if you want to be alone, but if you could use the company, if you're uncomfortable, I'm happy to stick around.
I'm not very good at this, Nezrin.
Cities or like people?
Both.
Yes, well, the latter I'm not great at either, but cities I'm familiar with. I don't know, try to make it seem less scary.
I think I'll be fine once I'm out of the city walls. You can come if you want, but EC's just completely out of their element.
Mm.
Listen, if you want to be alone, I will leave you alone. But if not, and you are,
I do not know what I want.
oh, you want to get out of the city, that is for certain.
That one I know, but beyond that I don't know.
All right. Well, let's get out of the city, and then you can see from there once you're in your element.
EC's just gonna head east, but keep to where Nezrin can see them. Not that it's hard to keep track of a 6'7" wood elf half orc.
Yeah.
But
And I'll use Ruch as well to like survey the city from above and sort of keep an eye on you.
And maybe just sort of like also just like a small like reach out. Luna is a small sort of rock for EC right now as well. Is going to say text Luna say I am going to this Big Billy that Thorn mentioned. I will be outside of the city. Just go east. Doesn't really wait for a response, but just keeps going east.
Okay. Go ahead and make a survival check with advantage, since you've got help.
Get me the fuck out of this city!
You already got the 25. Don't worry.
Yeah, no, it didn't register the first one, so.
EC. There is, and you do kind of hate to admit this, but eventually there is a sort of pattern that emerges here. It's not one that you particularly like, but there's a pattern that emerges while navigating the city that you are able to find. And you're able to quickly make your way towards east. There's multiple ways to get out of the city towards the east, but I would say with Nezrin's help and Nezrin's charismatic attitude and willingness to maybe ask around just a little bit.
Very good at talking to strangers.
Yeah. You're able to surmise that where Big Billy would probably be, it would be the crossroads. That's where people come in and out of the city the most. Unless you're specifically a merchant, in which the merchant strip would be where your entrance would be. But you guys aren't, so it would be the crossroads. And it only takes you maybe like an hour and a half to get there. Eventually, you do make it to Big Billy's Bit and Bridle in the crossroads, near one of the gates leading outside. As you walk in, you see this old, very old-looking halfling man wearing this big straw hat. He's got this big old piece of like an old reed that he's chewing on.
Good.
And he sort of just looks up at you and he says, "Name's Big Billy. How can I help you out?"
Yes, well, looks down at them, Big Billy.
Nezrin, I would say Nezrin, because I don't think Easy would care to take any notice of this. But Nezrin, why don't you go ahead and roll either investigation or insight?
Investigation. Oh no!
You can't tell why they call him Big Billy.
Wow.
He's pretty normal sized. I have no idea.
I mean, he seems pretty small. He's a halfling.
How big is he in comparison to Avan?
You can't tell. He's sitting down. He's a little. His big hat sort of like makes him look even smaller, because the hat looks very huge on him.
Is he a firm favorite of the blushing lady?
Oh God!
God damn it!
Big Billy and his Big Willie.
No!
No, that would be
Why?
Big Willie, not Big Billy.
Well, no, he's Big Billy, but he's.
Oh my God!
I'm not sorry.
But yeah, Easy, he looks up at you. Yeah, I'm chartering ways in and out of the city. How can I help you out? You looking for horses, goats? What's
Thorn sent us. We are being chartered transport to a Star Peak Mountain.
Thorn, gotcha. Yeah, she wants you there post haste. She's got some of my special exotic animals that we're gonna be riding today.
Exotic.
At that, EC does sort of raise a brow and seems to loosen up.
What sort of animals would that be?
He smiles and he says, "Well, come on into the back with me."
Okay.
Now that it also just smells like feed and animal, EC's also calmed down a bit more too.
Mm.
Mesrin like wrinkles her nose a little bit, but like isn't gonna say anything.
But
But she
EC
does not like the smell.
very eagerly follows Big Billy to the back.
Yeah, and I think Nesrin like sees EC like loosen up when some like animals are involved, and just kind of like, despite the smell, sort of just like smiling to herself, like, okay, cool, we're chill, we're good.
We're calming down. Yeah, as you guys head in and take a look around, you can see there's plenty of animals, horses, goats, donkeys, a couple of ponies, actually a fairly good amount of ponies, which makes sense considering the large halfling population to the south. But he takes you all the way to the back, where most of the stalls that you've been looking at have sort of been open, uncovered. These last couple stalls are covered. They've got these big, strong looking roofs on them. And as you walk over, takes a moment for you to peer over the gates of them. But over the gate, you see what looks to be this large eagle head. With these large sort of golden eyes staring back at you.
Fuck yeah.
And as you look around, you can see there are what looks to be like 4 hippogriffs
Hell yeah.
in these stalls. And she says, yeah, she ordered these for I think there's a group going down south and a group going to the mountains. There should be enough. How many people in your group?
There's just going to be 6.
Yeah.
6
She said it was a group of 6 and a group of 3. The 3 were going to be able to fit on the 1. We got Big Boy over there, and you see there is a bigger hippogriff than the other 3. Not like huge, but definitely a size like a little bit bigger than the others that might be able to fit like 3 people on there.
All right, Gabe. I don't ask too much, but I'm gonna ask if you're gonna be cool. And are these monstrosities or beasts?
For what reason?
Speak
think
with
I know.
animals.
Yeah, I'll let you
Yeah.
speak with animals on these guys.
EC hunts them all immediately.
EC breaks open their locks and starts hunting them.
No.
Yeah.
Yes, I'll allow you to speak with animals on these guys for sure.
EC's eyes are like sparkling as they just like look down to Big Billy. I can't. It is proper to speak to the master of the den before I do anything. Can I cast a spell that lets me speak to them? And also, can I stay here for the night?
Oh,
I will do anything that I will look after any animal you want me to. I cannot stay in the city proper. I can't.
So first, I do want a nature check from you, EC, and Nesrin, either a nature or arcana check from you.
Arcana.
Well, that was at normal, but
I mean, that was the first one was still the 19, yeah. Okay, so you guys both recognize these creatures as hippogriffs. EC, you've heard about them from Andara before. I'll say this: you're gonna one-up her on one thing. She's never ridden a hippogriff before, and you're gonna be able to ride them. That's something that you can talk to her about. But she's explained that these creatures can be very wild and ferocious, but they're also very loyal creatures. Once well taken care of, they're very fond of people who show that when given trust, they will give trust back. And when shown kindness and compassion and a sense of well-being, they will return that to those who show that to them.
not EC to
chill.
They are
not EC to Billy, but Mike to Gabe. How fucking much EC wants their own hippogriff? How fucking much?
It's going to be a personal. If you want your own hippogriff, it's going to be a personal journey. It's not money.
Oh.
I'll make one of these hippogriffs so loyal to EC. Goddamn.
They're already loyal to Big Billy. They're not going to change loyalties. But maybe you can find your own. Maybe you
We
can
need to
talk
find
to
a
Big
hippogriff.
Billy, and he can tell you where to find a wild colony of hippogriffs. Who knows?
EC has a day that they're spending here, maybe.
Okay. But yeah, you both recognize these for what they are as hippogriffs and know a little bit about them and how to treat them, how to approach them. They are if Alun was here, he might be having a pretty good time too. But Alun's off doing I was gonna say taxes, but Alun's off being a landlord, I guess. What the fuck?
That's... He didn't want to leave Luna alone. It's a big city.
Luna's 200 years old. She can handle herself.
Yeah, she can.
She can. Maybe he didn't want to be alone. Listen.
You know what? That's fair.
Maybe he was afraid of the big city.
Maybe it's the Luna connection. Don't worry about it.
That's true. But as Big Billy sort of looks at you, EC sort of smiles and says, "Yeah, all right. You can cast your magic and talk to him. And I'll tell you what. If you take care of them, feed them, brush them, do what needs to be done to take care of them, I'll let you stay here for the night."
Absolutely.
All right. You look like somebody who knows how to work with animals. So.
EC's just grinning and just literally, like, bringing out like small, like, quote unquote sacred like twigs and whatnot to ritual cast speak with animals.
Aww.
Sick. Yeah, you take your time and you cast speak with animals.
As much as she wants to speak and bond with Big Boy, that's not the one that they're going with. So they'll speak to the other ones. I guess they'll take care of Big Boy too, even if it may not necessarily be part of the deal. But
Right.
so they'll just spend time with all of them actually. Just sort of as the ritual finishes and they sort of open their eyes and begin to speak, they sort of like stop and remember something and then just like look over to Nezrin. Do you... Sorry, did you need to go somewhere? Or did you want to stay here? I did not ask for you, I'm sorry.
It's okay. I can go.
Do you want to go?
I don't really. I mean, when are we leaving tomorrow? Like, what am I going to do in one night? You know.
He shrugs. I mean, you are more than welcome to stay with me and the hippogriffs. If you want to say anything to them, I am able to translate. These three are going to be with us, but the super beast tamers are going to be taking that one.
I guess I would ask if they have names. If we're going to be taking care of them, I'd like to know what their names are, if they have any.
EC just sort of like sort of nods and turns to the three that are in their care. Just sort of chills, but just sort of keeps their own pride as they make eye contact with the three of them. What are your names, fair beasts? We are going to be spending some time together.
They look at you. They give you that sort of like tilted, perplexing look that animal sometimes gives them. And then eventually they do speak. Nezrin, you hear sort of like
Caw.
cawing and screeching and squawking. It doesn't sound aggressive. It just sounds like animal noises, basically. But they're like aimed at EC, and EC seems to be understanding them. And you see they all answer. My name is Shrew. My name is Rabbit. My name is Vole.
That's very cute.
Do they all look sort of the same, or do they have different colors in their plumage?
I would say taking some time to examine them and spend time with them, you'd be able to tell them apart. Yeah. At a glance, they look pretty similar. If you tried, you could tell them apart, but with you spending time with them, you'll be easily able to tell them apart.
Oh, is it okay that I'm wearing a bird skull on my neck?
Oh.
Is it offensive? I don't know.
EC will translate. One of my companions, the one that is here, will be traveling with us, has a skull of a bird. Is that going to be a problem?
You see, Shrew answers for them and says, "It is not a skull of anyone we knew, any of our family. Much too small to be a hippogriff skull. Even a baby's is bigger than that."
Okay. That's a relief. I'm also just assuming that you're translating for them.
Mm-hmm.
They actually look to Easy and say, "Did they hunt that themselves?
Did you hunt
their
it
name
themselves?
Crow?"
Is your name Crow?
No, but that is a cool name. Sometimes I look like a crow. But no, I fashioned this piece of bone myself as part of a ritual, an arcane ritual. Actually, it was part of the ritual to contact my patron for the first time. I don't know if they would understand that, actually.
Translates that it's a ritual piece.
They don't really get what a ritual is, but they shrug.
It's the source of my power, or one of the sources.
They just like that doesn't mean much to them.
Okay.
They don't know what that is.
Cool.
Yeah, no, I think you're good.
Cool.
I think I am going to start taking care of him as part of the deal with Big Billy.
Sure. Do you need any help?
I do not think so.
Okay. Well, I'll just keep you company then.
Then EC will just look for a brush and take good care of these hippogriffs.
Go ahead and roll an animal handling check with advantage for me.
Alright, come on. Alright, we're skilled in this. Yeah!
22. As you spend time with them, they do speak to you just a little bit. They're not particularly descriptive. They seem to be very like not like business as in like money business, but like very straightforward, very to the point.
EC's language.
Yes. Yeah, Easy would really get them, actually.
He speaks hippogriff.
There's a joke in there that maybe I'll make some other time. I don't have the brain power to figure it out right now.
Fair enough.
But EC, does EC ask a lot of questions about them to get to know them? Or is EC more just interested in being able to ask if something is right or wrong?
That, and then sort of like after that EC's done a good job, we'll ask if they were raised here or if they have a home nearby.
Yeah, so EC...
Or a place, not a home nearby, a place where they... If they were not raised here, that they came from.
So, what EC finds out about them. Their names are Shrew, Rabbit, and Vole, because those are the first animals that they killed.
EC like snaps their fingers. That is why they asked if their name was Crow.
Yeah.
Oh no, does that mean my first name would be like person?
Wow.
Was it a human? Was it an elf? Does Nezrin even remember?
Probably not, right? I
I
mean,
Wow.
don't think Nezrin remembers.
EC would comment that their name would be Wolf then.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Actually, EC communicates that to them.
yeah. They seem pretty impressed actually that would be the first animal you've taken down.
Hmm.
you tell them my name would have been Man.
Wow.
EC will impart that.
They look pretty impressed at that too, actually. That's your first kill. That's pretty good. It's hard to kill people.
I started late, but I don't I don't think they saw it coming.
Oh, very
But
good.
Yes.
So you learned that about them. You learned that they were captured at a very young age, and that Big Billy actually rescued them from what was basically like a traveling circus that had them tied up and performing tricks and stuff like that. It wasn't good.
EC asks about. EC like squints at the mention of a circus
Uh-huh.
and asks if they remember anything about their captors, like general features.
Yeah, they were very magical. It was like this big tiefling fella with this large coat and this big top hat. Very loud, very boisterous, very charismatic. Not what you remember Bandit being like.
Okay. They're off the list.
There are multiple traveling circuses, Michael.
Okay, just have to rule out the one that.
That's fair. Also, this was a long time ago as well. When they were children is when they were captured. Soon. As far as you know, actually, Nezra, and you would know this
my arcane
because you rolled an 18. Hippogriff lived to be like 200-300 years in the wild. In captivity, you don't know because there's not many in captivity, but they might live longer. Because wild hippogriffs are they hunt.
Territorial.
Not as territorial as other animals.
They get into more risky.
They don't just hunt prey creatures. They hunt all sorts of creatures.
They're warriors.
Yes, they're animals that fight, not just hunt like prey. They hunt other predators or people, even if they get big enough and old enough. Whatever food they can find, basically. These hippogriffs, after EC asks, that you'd probably find out they're like in their mid-50s.
Wow.
They've been with Big Billy for probably 35 years, something like that.
Yeah. Vole, Rabbit, Shrew, do you know why he is called Big Billy?
They don't. So
damn it.
They don't call him Big Billy because they don't understand regular people talk. So they don't know what his nickname is. They just call him the Man or our caretaker.
I like the Man.
The Man, yeah. Because that's who he is to them. He's the man who takes care of them.
Bro, he's the man.
He's the goat.
No, he sells the goats.
He rents the goats, please.
Yes.
He's the goat.
But yeah, you're able to find out a little bit more about them, bonding with them a little bit. You do find out they are very loyal to Big Billy, as he helped save them from their captors and has taken care of them very well ever since then. Eventually, their trust has grown to the point where maybe once a month or so, something like that, he lets them out hunting.
Ooh.
Knowing that they will return to him. So there's that as well.
But no general idea where their nests were.
Not specifically, no.
No, that's fine. But once they're done, AC will sort of approach Big Boy
Yeah.
and try and, because he seems bigger, he might remember more. Just sort of get Big Boy's story.
Yeah, Big Boy tells you his name is Boar.
Ooh, EC applauds him.
He sort of like, it's not like a human face looking smug, but there's a little bit of like a smug aura coming off of him as you applaud him. Like, yeah, that's right. I killed the boar. It's the
He's like
first thing I
preening.
killed. Yeah, he's preening. He's like strutting around a little bit as you applaud him for that. Boar grew up with the others as well. They were all in the same clutch. And had a similar situation, although he was much more mistreated at the circus than the others because he was bigger and rowdier and didn't really was not as submissive as his smaller siblings. And because of that, he sort of holds Big Billy in this very high respect, because Big Billy has never tried to stop him from being aggressive or being powerful. Big Billy has always taken it he's taken Boar as is, basically. And that sort of mutual respect has come between the two of them, allowing him to work with him. He tells him that he tells you that the man lets him hunt 2 to 3 times a month because he's much faster and will always come back very quickly after hunting whatever game he finds.
Signs of a very true and accomplished hunter. You have my respect.
He nods and preens again. Very proud, very happy.
EC will inquire from him since he seems a bit more knowledgeable about where they were, if he knows the location of their clutch.
He remembers. I'm gonna roll a history check for this bird.
Hell yeah, go bird.
He knows it was to the south. He doesn't know much more than that.
Any notable landmarks?
No.
All right, fair enough. I had to ask. But yeah,
I would say you can probably figure out it's not in the crack grounds. They're much more not specifically forest, but there has to be a much higher density of other animals to hunt, and the crack grounds just doesn't have that. So maybe the forest, maybe the mountains, maybe the plains, but not the big old desert in the middle of this continent.
To save time and to get other folks role playing, I'll probably just confer with Big Billy later. That could be an actual RP we do this week.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, EC gives Boar the same treatment that they gave Shrew, Rabbit, and Vole, and remarks that while EC's a little upset that they can't travel with fellow accomplished hunters such as Boar, that they wish them great success in their journey that they're about to undergo.
Yeah, they thank you for that. They let them know that their journey is going to go off without a hitch because they are such a powerful hippogriff.
EC completely agrees.
And yeah, you guys have a wonderful time sort of finding out more about these hippogriffs and spending time with them.
Hell yeah.
Let's take a short break here. I'm going to grab a bunch of water. And then we will continue with more role plays.
Cool.
So I'm gonna put the break thing on
Be back.
and get some water.
This is gonna tame a goddamn menagerie of exotic beasts.
Hell yeah.
I'm so excited for her.
Also-
to tame William.
Specifically to Fab's not here.
I'm here.
Oh, Fab, you're gonna get a picture of EC with 4 hippogriffs.
Ooh.
Who's just like, Easy's having fun. Hell yeah.
And then a picture. These are our rides, by the way.
Sick.
And then
With, like,
an individual
hippogriffs?
picture of each one. Huh? What's up?
It was like hippogriffs? Question mark, question mark, question mark. So
Yeah.
cool.
Takes a picture of each one of them individually and gives them labels them shrew, rabbit, and bull.
Very, very handsome fellows. Excited to make their acquaintance.
Actually, EC might ask Loon to text Air Stander if they know any circuses led by a big boy, a boisterous tiefling in a very big hat.
Yeah, he can do that.
Uh,
We have to take out the competition now.
Pick up competition, defend the hippogriff's honor. No,
Yeah.
same stuff.
Tomato, tomato.
Why not both?
Oh boy.
Lord and Lord and Lord.
He's gonna be like, okay, so we're done with these 2 jobs. I'm gonna go hippogriff hunting. Not hunting, but I'm
Hunting
gonna go
on
find
behalf
them.
of the hippogriffs.
Yeah, I know when we finish
Well-
the 2 jobs we have, there's probably going to be a little bit of like hopping around this continent with all the stuff.
EC does want to find the clutch and do their personal journey and tame a hippogriff.
E, e, e.
It feels really bad to be a little ranger fella that's only known
Why?
the biggest city being what they come across on their track, and then just this it's a little capital city. EC's just like, ugh.
He's
They're having
like,
a rough
"Stop
time."
taking me to cities. Stop it.
these stone jungles. How dare you?
Disgusting. Luina.
This was everybody after they threw up.
Well,
I threw up.
I threw up.
I threw up 4 and I threw up.
Same energy.
Oh, that's very good.
Mario, I threw up.
Hey, you posted that Rushad Eggleston vine, but I actually based a character on him once.
Oh, really?
His name's Egg.
Oh,
excellent.
you might see Egg if you go to the Feywild.
For real? That'd be great. Gabe let me make his instrument bow.
Yeah, fuck it. It's magic.
So he just
Who
treats his
cares?
violin very disrespectfully and
It's a magic
knocks an arrow in
violin that he got from his magic Fey dad.
Yep.
Tadaima.
Welcome back.
Tadaima. What is it?
Okaeri.
Okaeri.
Yo no sé japonés.
Okaeri
Puedo decir
nasai.
hola en español si
Kairi
quieres.
nasai.
Te hablo en español. Eso sí puedo hacer. Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Eso sí.
Buenas
Muy
tardes.
bien, ¿y tú?
todos. Estamos
Buenas tardes.
jugando Dungeons y Dragones. No sé la palabra para Dungeons en español.
Let's look it up. It's mazmorras.
Mas-
Mazmorras.
Mazmorras y dragones.
Is it really dragon? Is that what it is?
Dragón, sí. Un dragón
Huh.
grande. Que tira
Y
fuego
guapo.
de su boca. Y guapo, sí. ¿Vas a pasar la noche con ese dragón?
A mí no.
El Loon, sí.
Cognition, sí.
Cognition, sí. El Loon también.
What?
You're gonna fuck a dragon.
Elun's gonna sleep with the dragon.
Oh,
A Loon would
Gonna
sleep
get-
with a dragon.
He would.
well. I don't rule it out, but
That's fair. One of my OCs.
be like, our
Dragon is
standard. I need one pass card.
Oh boy.
You gotta understand.
Just one hall pass.
What? Please.
It's on my
Please,
bucket list for
You have to understand, Aristander, please. Their hide is just covered in gems. You don't get it.
They have a hoard and it's all weed.
Oh, it's an emerald dragon. I understand.
Yeah.
Would Aristander give their permission
Why wouldn't they?
if he knew? Well, that's fair.
Aristander's a thought.
I guess they're not exactly. Yeah.
If a loon was like, "Hey, can we have a threesome?" Aristander would be like, "Sure." When and where, buddy?
Yeah.
Wow. That's
The-
great.
Whether like that happening depends on if Olympian decides to, because I think he's the one who's less than likely to bring that forward.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need a loon to stay away from the capital city guard.
Oh
No
boy.
reason. I'm
He
gonna
doesn't
need.
like authority. That's a
Oh,
turn
no.
off.
Okay.
Oh no, it's not the guard captain or anything. He's just a guard there.
Oh.
Is, is that where you decided that he is?
Yeah.
Okay. That's where he is then.
Yeah, no. Flair's with the guard. Cleo's with under Quentin as like a retriever and negotiator.
Cognition is in this city as well.
And
Okay. Let's.
Quinn's an important NPC for you.
Yes, that's true. He's the magic man.
Magic man.
Oh man, he's a magic man.
All right. Let's go to what's it called? Luna and Alune, who are going over to Black Opal Lane.
Whoa.
Thusly, we are.
Thusly you are. It takes you guys 2 hours to get there. Actually, Alune knows
Well,
his way
that's
around.
transit?
I would say hour and a half, because Alune's been here before and knows his way around a little bit. So
He knows what times the traffic gets to
yeah,
shit.
and also Luna grew up in the big city too. Actually, yeah, it takes you guys like an hour to get there for sure.
That's fine.
You guys know
Extremely
how to manage and walk around the city for sure.
It's extremely optimized. We no clip through the markets.
I'm
Wow.
used to the buildings
Half
being
people
this
go.
tall, but like it's fine.
I would say the average building height is higher here in the city, but there are taller buildings in the City of Light.
Is it weird that I'm comparing the City of Light to DC to the capital's New York?
No, that's not weird at all. That works. Famous religious Mecca, DC.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's all those statues, you know.
Yeah,
There are a lot of statues
there are a lot of
and
statues.
roundabouts.
A lot of statues and monuments and roundabouts, right?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all that's in DC.
Anyway, it takes you guys about an hour to get to Black Opal Lane, and I'm gonna say another 10-15 minutes to find the shop. It's at this point probably like 7:30 by the time you guys get there. Oh god, I forgot the name of the shop.
I did not write it down. Wait, no. That might have been one of the...
I know the name of the renter.
Yeah, I also know the name of the renter. I don't remember the name of the shop. Michael, Cleo met her. Do you remember the name of
Do
the
you know
shop?
the genre of shop?
Yeah, it's a clothing boutique.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck, you are asking me a big deal.
I'm sorry.
No, hold on. Would that have been something I wrote down?
You might have written it down actually. Hold on, is it in the archived characters?
Maybe.
I'm restoring Cleo. Let's look at your notes.
I don't see Cleo.
You only see Cleo when she wants you to see her.
Hold on. Do I need to... In player's journals, Michael. Can be edited and controlled by Michael. There we go. You should be able to see Cleo now.
Bio. No. Treasure, no.
No, I don't think you wrote it down. God damn it. How dare you, Michael?
Just no for. What was I wrong? Ah, this is gonna bother me now.
Is it like a boutique?
Yeah, it's
We could make up a name.
it's a clothing. Her name is LA. There's her token.
LA?
Silver
LA.
thread,
It was
Black-
it was something thread, yeah.
ebon, infernal, ivory.
All right, we're coming up with a new name now. It's the I like ebon. It's the ebon thread.
Cool.
Okay.
Pointy.
You'll see this person eventually. I'll put her to the side for now. But arriving in front of the store, you see it is not open at the moment. It is closed at this hour. But the name of it is the Ebon Thread, and through the window you can see there are some dresses and suits and very fancy looking clothes, but also, and I think Luna would recognize this more than a loon, not typical like rich people clothes. These are like almost like experimental. They're avant-garde, forward-facing fashion on the cutting edge,
Are
basically.
you saying a loon doesn't know what drip is because you're correct?
Alun absolutely does not know what drip is. Also, I forgot to turn off the BRB thing. Anyway, it's okay. Yeah, no, Alun doesn't know what drip is.
Yeah,
Are there hours posted somewhere on the storefront?
No, there are no hours posted on the storefront actually. There is a little side, there's like a little side door, and then you see there's a bookstore and like a cafe next to it as well. That one does seem to be open though. Not the same building, but they're neighbors.
On the clothing store, I would like to give it the old knock, 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 knock.
Ah, the old shave and a haircut.
There's no response of 2 bits. I apologize.
Hello?
No answer.
It is a bit. I mean, it might be late at night for the store owner.
Yeah, for you guys, it's like maybe noonish, 1 o'clock ish. Here in the city, though, it's like 7:30.
Yeah. I guess we could try tomorrow?
I mean, I guess my question is. I mean, I don't have use for this deed. You don't. And
No.
I don't think Afon's very interested in it, and this person clearly has a business to run. I'm honestly considering just slipping the deed under the door and being done with it.
Yeah, I mean, well, as a druid, my opinion on property is that property is fake and no one should own the land. However, I don't know. I feel like we might want to ask them about like their landlord situation, because obviously they got eaten, and they might want at least some conversation more than like, hey, here's the deed. But just kind of my duty of, I guess I don't really have that much duty, but you know, I feel like there should at least be some kind of conversation. I don't know.
Both of you just roll me a flat intelligence check.
My brain's so huge. I was gonna save. That ain't right.
Thank you for having 2 brain cells to rub together, Luna.
Oh, thank goodness.
Thank you for having 2 brain cells to rub together, Luna.
Luna, my beautiful little Muppet.
Luna really is the Muppet of a man.
He truly is.
Luna, while you are thinking about this, it's probably a good idea to, if you can't talk to this person now, at least try to find out any information you have about them. And their business neighbor would probably know a little bit about the business next door. These are like small businesses. It's not like Starbucks and American Eagle. These are definitely like small people-run businesses, so they would probably know each other.
Okay, and I mean it's a bookstore, so why not?
Yeah, it's like a bookstore cafe style thing.
How do you feel about some more coffee? Well, maybe not coffee. You could have tea or something.
I mean, we gotta fix time. Yeah, sure. What the fuck ever. Let's do it.
All right, let's go to the
He's like,
bookshop cafe.
All right.
There's no fixing sleep schedules.
Describe
Sleep schedule too.
Describe this bookshop cafe for me.
Okay. So this little bookshop cafe is simple on the outside, but obviously there have been some like paintings and embellishments added. There's like old-fashioned like sign painting on the glass that says dang, I haven't thought of a name for it yet.
You don't have to you don't continue with the rest of it while you think of a name.
That's fair. And yeah, if you look inside, it looks very cozy with some fussy lamps and chairs, and there's like a nice fire inside, and all sorts of teacups like adorning the walls, all sorts of styles from different countries. It's obviously a collection, and there are rows and rows of beautiful books inside as well.
Luna's digging it. Is there
Cool.
someone at like a counter or something?
Well, there is what appears to be a very well-dressed tiefling man with long hair. He's blue, he has black hair, and he is sitting in one of the chairs closest to the fire, and he is reading and enjoying a cup of tea. Haha!
There he is.
It's your
Sorry.
boy. Fancy.
Hello, good evening.
Oh, welcome. How can I help you?
Well, I definitely want to have a look around the books of your establishment, but I had a few questions about the business next door, the fashion shop.
Yes, of course. I don't think they're in at the moment, but I can try to answer whatever questions you have.
Well, the person's name is Ella, it seems like.
Cognition, you would know their name is L.A.
Mm-hmm.
Cognition.
Yeah, his name is Cognition. Guess what? You stopped in on Cognition's little dream shop.
Cool.
What do I know about the shopkeep next door?
You know she keeps very strange hours.
Uh-huh.
She is also very ingrained in like the upper echelons social environment. You also know she herself she doesn't seem like someone who is from old money at the very least. You think
Okay.
it's more to do with her skill as a tailor.
Okay. Do you think she would have stopped in at any point to talk?
Yeah, she's friendly. She's not unfriendly. She is a tiefling, you're pretty sure, although you have your reservations about that.
Okay.
So there are certain things that are not quite right. I don't think cognition is the person to bring that up.
No, that's fair.
So I don't think he's ever pressed it, but
Solid.
she's a tiefling. She works with a lot of different people, supplying dresses to very rich people. She's also very choosy with who she works with.
Okay.
I guess there are a few people you would recognize who've come by before. You would see them go in, and then maybe a few of them have stopped by your shop as well. There is a woman named Duchess Glassfoot who goes in and spends time with her. There is what was her fake name? Mike, what was her fake name?
Oh, fuck. Dude!
I'm sorry.
The blonde or the brunette?
Blonde.
The blonde.
Ah,
Yeah,
shit,
I forgot.
don't remember.
Okay.
But I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, we'll come up with a new fake name right now.
No. Diana.
Yeah, okay, there we go. It was
Diana.
Diana. That's what I was gonna use for her fake name as well, actually. So I guess I'm consistent.
You know what? It's the art. She do kind of look like Princess Diana.
That is her base is based off of Princess Diana. So
Very good.
There we go. Easy money.
Okay, yeah, no,
a
thank God. I remembered one fucking person.
she's very important, so I'm glad you remembered her. You've seen a woman named Diana stop by. This large, imposing-looking dark elf woman as well, who's been by with Diana. You don't know. She's been a little intimidating. Cog's probably not asked too many questions about her. But there's a few people that she spent some time around who you recognize, some of them as like very high
Highfalutin
people in the city with a lot of money or a lot of power behind their names, things like that.
Cool. What was her name again?
Which one?
The shopkeeper.
LA.
The tiefling lady. Okay. Yes, LA doesn't seem to be in at the moment, but, yes. Did you want to see her for something?
We kind of, well, we were out doing the adventuring thing, and we came upon an owlbear nest, and in that nest was kind of the deed to her shop, which is a little awkward, and we're trying to figure out.
Dear.
Yeah, we're trying to figure out what to do about that.
Well,
I don't know how ownership works in this city.
I definitely know how ownership works in the city. My player doesn't, but I definitely do.
Your player.
Yeah. Oh, we're going meta.
Time to take psychic damage.
Cog's nose starts.
He
There's like
misheard.
a trickle of orange as Cog's nose starts to bleed.
Yeah.
No, Cog, you would know that this city is very old, and it does have, especially some of the like much more older and expensive buildings have like magical contracts tying them. The holder of the deed is magically like known as the owner. You would have some experience finding, like, doing your research and knowing, like, living in the city for a while. You would know that that's what would happen.
For sure. So could I see the deed? Would you mind if I just took a look at it?
Can I roll insight real quick?
Yeah.
It's fine. He seems smart.
Hard to tell. This is a newcomer in the city. He seems pretty well-meaning, but I mean, you just met him. This could be an act. You don't know. I would say I leave it up to you.
I'm a little leery about just kind
That's completely. I'm so sorry. That's completely understandable. I just wanted to take a look to see if it was in magical in nature. Perhaps you could just tell me, or I could just tell you what I know. How rude of me! Would you like any tea? First cup's on the house.
Oh, sure. I mean, I can hold it out and show you physically.
Right. Yes.
Tea would be good.
All right.
Yes, tea sounds great. Let's do that first. Let's do a little tea time before.
He smiles really wide, and then he says, "Do you have something in mind, or would you like to see my special menu?"
What are you having tonight? I'd like to try some of that.
Well, I'm having a very nice mixture of elderberry with black tea. I find it relaxes the nervous system. Yes.
If I could partake.
And you?
Something that can keep me awake.
I can do that. Chai
Black
tea.
tea with extra
tea.
black tea.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, so he picks some tea off of shelf near the fireplace, and he mixes it expertly. He's got all these fussy little tools that he does it with, but
fussy seems to be the adjective of the building.
Of the day. Yes, correct. And I don't know if you want to like look around or you're just kind of here, but like I could give you some more details.
I mean, while he's doing his fussing, is going to be like, oh, I completely forgot myself as well. My name is Luna. I am an adventurer with the Untrimmed Rose and an acolyte of the seer Eris Morn. And she kind of motions to Alun, like, go on, introduce yourself.
Welcome, Luna.
Alun Cardos, adventurer also with the Untrimmed Rose, druid.
The Untrimmed Rose. Wonderful.
You've
Solon is an excellent person.
you have heard of that adventuring guild before,
Okay.
and I would say you, being a very well-read person, have heard of the seer before.
Gotcha.
I don't know if Cog follows any gods or anything like that, but the seer is
Just some casual ones.
he's
He's not real into it.
just you know,
He's a casual Catholic, you know?
for Easter and Christmas Mass. I get it. Yeah, I would say you would know a little bit about how the seer operates and some of their her followers.
Cool.
That faith is just a little weird, but they're not really doing any harm.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Oh, your sister.
Hell yeah, my sister.
I would say your sister probably follows the god AC.
Yeah. Is that the C one or
yes,
the Chaos one?
that is the C one. Yeah.
Okay.
AC is the god of the sea, and seafaring and travels as well. A very fickle god who demands tribute, and I would think your sister is one to give her that tribute.
Absolutely. Absolutely. He gestures to the beautifully curated wall of teacups and he says, feel free to choose a cup. Please be careful with it. A lot of these are from around the world, but I like people to experience this with me. And he puts the kettle on the, actually no, he's already got a kettle boiling. He's a professional. Jeez. And he invites you to.
He's got a little thermometer in there to make sure it's the right
Oh yeah.
temperature.
Oh yeah. Patrick, no.
Patrick, no, that's really good.
So good. What the fuck, dude?
That's going on the quote wall.
Yeah, you should definitely put that on the quote wall. Raz before Riz, except after Jizz.
No.
Thank you, Mike. I know you're on the case. Luna picks out a kind of a little mint green number. It's got kind of a, if you look down from the top, it's got kind of a flower shape. Like there's little bumps out for petals.
Beautiful.
Lynn finds one with some painted plants and things on it because
Cool.
he likes plants. Thinks they're neat.
He does. He does like his plants.
He does.
Yeah, and Cognition has
Kind of daintily.
oh, that's a precious image right there. Cognition has the classic little china teacup with the blue paintings all over it.
Hell yeah.
And anyway, and he'll pour the tea and he'll set a couple of chairs close together near the fire and he puts them on a little tiny table and puts all the sugar and stuff. He's ready. He's so ready.
All the accoutrement.
All the accoutrement.
All right, how does
If
Luna
you have a
take
seat
the
over here.
tea? Luna's gonna go 1 sugar.
I don't think Lynn probably does anything to his tea.
Does the
Pretty
loon
used to
smell like
just-
weed right now?
He absolutely smells like weed. He did not shower.
Oh, Luna's just used to it.
That's
yeah.
fair.
Yeah, so Loon definitely has weed stink on him.
Okay.
He did not just turn into a skunk. He's just the weed man.
Yeah.
Man. And if you're interested, I also have an apothecary of sorts with various herbs. If you're interested later on.
Very generous of you to offer.
That Rocket with the eyebrow raise.
The way you said that, Fab, holy shit!
What kind of herbs we working with here?
I believe you might be aware of what kind of herbs I'm so sorry. That was rude. Halfling herb. I'm so sorry. And
I mean,
I've also got
There's a lot of halfling herbs, my man. I'm just
yes.
saying.
Oh, you want specifics?
You
I
can,
mean, if
I-
you got
say you can make up strains of fantasy weed all you want.
Hell yes, the Sylvan Shredder. That's very good.
That's really good, Mike.
But I
Yeah.
believe you had some questions.
yeah, we might want to
About-
do the questions before.
Yes.
One question I have outside of the whole showing you the deed thing, what's the rental situation like around here? Do you rent as well?
Oh, did you have anything in mind, Gabe?
It's up to you to come up with something. You can rent. You can have a deal with the person who owns the property. I don't know if maybe you inherited it from your parents.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
yeah.
That's
you,
what I was
you
thinking.
can absolutely have inherited this for sure.
Yes, well, we didn't actually purchase this property. It was, my father owned it before he passed, and, that's why his name is on the plaque outside. And, yes, I couldn't really tell you any specifics regarding that. It really just depends on who the owner is of the property.
Are the property taxes reasonable?
I would say so, yes.
Okay, that eases my mind a little bit. She pulls
No
out.
tyrants here, don't worry.
Actually, if you do want to get into
Actually-
specifics, I do have some lore about this.
Oh,
Property tax lore, Gabe.
Bro,
I love
listen,
bureaucracy. Elune does not.
I literally
Shit.
invented bureaumancy in this world. Come
Oh.
on, how would you
Are
not
you
think
Gabe, you're a delight.
that's bureaumancy is
Thank
a
you for
real
coming up with
school of
weird
magic?
phrases.
So you would know this as
I had
I would say
fucking
you're probably the person who takes care of the house and the taxes, and your sister just goes is around
Absolutely.
doing whatever the fuck she wants to do.
Absolutely.
For the most part, like I would say 15 to 5 years ago, it's been very stable. Property taxes sort of raise a little bit, but there have also been like a lot of public works projects going on in that time as well. But in the last 5 or so years, the property taxes, I wouldn't say have skyrocketed, but there's been a notable uptick in property taxes and other taxes in general. Importing taxes for your teas that you get from elsewhere, especially ones that aren't from New Osmello. Outside of New Osmello, it gets a little bit more expensive to import them from other places. There's a little bit of like a tariff on them. So while it's not like overwhelming at this point, you wouldn't say you're drowning in taxes. It is getting a little bit tighter and tighter every year, just a little bit.
Sure. Okay, let me redact my last statement. Property taxes have been reasonable, although in recent years, a few things have happened. I believe politically or something, they've become a little more significant, especially teas from certain areas of the world. There's a tariff on them, so it's a little bit more difficult to obtain things, but we're doing fine.
That's good to hear.
Yes.
Okay. Here, she pulls out the paper
Nothing
and
good
like
comes from government.
make sure it's in both of her hands, but holds it up close to Cognition so he can like have a little looky-loo.
He pulls his glasses down over his nose like a grandpa, so he can read it.
It is Cog, after examining this for maybe like a minute or two, you can tell it definitely has some like some magic to the way this is written, and like some of the
Okay.
seal and things like that. There's definitely a magical essence to this deed.
Okay. Did you say you retrieved this from a cave? An owlbear nest, right?
Yeah, we. Actually, Nesrin might have the owner's bones. I'm not sure.
Okay, that was my next question. All right. So it looks like you're the owners now.
Oh yeah, they're
Cool.
definitely dead.
Cool. Hate that.
Right. So you are a landlord. Congratulations.
Oh,
This-
oh.
ugh.
ugh.
Ugh. Ugh.
Okay, then.
How do I unland this?
Loon, I think we should leave her a note, probably. And like my contact information.
Yeah, contact information at the minimum. I originally was gonna have our standard do this, but we kind of beat them to the punch. So
We got her before they did.
yeah.
I see. Possibly yes. A note would be the best way to contact her. Her hours are sort of whenever she's awake. She's an artiste, and so that it can be quite unpredictable.
I've
Beautiful
met some
work.
similarly
Unpredictable.
unpredictable people.
Yes. I would be happy to help you in any way that I can. I understand that we're strangers, so I understand if you don't want to entrust me with any information or anything of that sort.
I
But
feel like
happy to help.
I feel like I understand you a little better after sharing some tea with you.
I mean, you're as good about
How
as we have
lovely.
any, so.
What
And
a
this is also a
shining
bookshop,
commendation.
you said?
Thank you. I'm sorry, what?
This is also a bookshop, it seems.
Yes. It's my little pet project. It used to be my personal library, but you don't really have a lot of people to talk to about books if it's your own personal library and all you have is a sister who's not that interested in reading. So, all
Oh,
of
I
the
know
books.
someone who's very interested that I'm sure you would
Really?
I mean, I have my own personal interest in reading and learning and such like, but I know someone. She is absolutely in love with learning and reading and knowledge.
Well, it sounds like we'll get on just fine. I do have books for sale. I have reference books, and I have artifacts here as well. Those are behind glass. I don't generally allow people to touch those, but I will bring them out to demonstrate.
Luna looks over to Alun to kind of gauge his interest in the conversation and see if she can like ask personal questions.
It's the Wii Shop music going on right now. He might be
Understandable.
looking around. You think he might be looking at books, but he's kind of just gauging the size and heft of various books. Because he's been
okay.
secretly using Nesrin's books to press some flowers.
That's really
and probably
fun.
should stop
Okay.
doing that so they don't stain. And he hasn't
That's
gotten caught yet
adorable.
somehow.
Do you have any font of knowledge about the shifting lands?
Do I, Gabe?
I'm just. This is gonna be just a flat luck roll.
All right.
1 to 10, you don't. 11 to 20, you do.
Okay. I will roll.
Or the
1 to 10.
Fae?
I do not.
You currently do not have anything. You might be able to do some research into it, because you have contacts where you purchase books from and things like
Sure.
that. But at this current moment, you don't.
Unfortunately, I don't at the moment. I would be happy to look into that for you. How long will you be in the city?
Well, we've got a bit of a quick turnaround before we go out on some jobs, but
That's
I'm
unfortunate.
hoping we can come back through here on the way back.
We could give our contact information. That shouldn't be trouble. Because I mean, if you talk
yeah.
with Ella, or the
LA?
LA. Sorry. If you get in contact with her too, like that could be helpful as well. So.
I would be happy to do that. And of course, I believe I have your guild information somewhere, so if needed, I could send some books over, or what have you.
We'll probably just pass them to the Painted Lady and they'll figure it out.
The
Painted Lady, I'm sorry.
blushing.
The blushing lady?
Blushing Lady. I get my women mixed up.
The ladies, they are eternal enigmas.
So yes, they are. You could also. This is just a.
Blushing lady.
This is just an out of character suggestion. You could also send Arisander here to
You totally could.
get in contact with the Cog as well.
Yeah.
That'd be another go-between you could have.
Does are there guild members at the Blushing Lady?
I'm sorry.
You know, never mind. It's fine. Would you like any more sugar in your tea?
No, it's fine.
All right.
Oh no, that's all right. I could give you my cellstone frequency. I'm not really quite sure how it works.
Your cellstone
I feel like
contact,
you-
yeah.
I feel like
Do I
the
have a
cell stones
cell
need to touch and that
Yes, you can.
okay.
You Cog can have a cellstone for sure.
Hell yeah. Of course. Let me. He takes out a cellstone, which it looks like a fob watch. It's on a chain on his vest.
Oh, what a fussy little guy.
That's cool.
And he flips it open with a little switch. And there inside is his cellstone, and he like holds it out.
We do the thing.
We do the
Yeah.
thing, Dink.
We all
Yeah.
share our details.
Yeah, you touch them together. You guys share contact information. Good job.
Okay, I'm going to write a little note for LA. Should I like write it in the chat or something?
You can write it now, or you can write it later. But yeah, you can
Okay.
have that prepared. Don't worry.
Yeah.
And he has a beautiful paper and quill ready for you.
Oh my, the hospitality. She had a little book where she has like, I guess, scribbles and stuff. But
Cool too.
this is very not professional, but like very fancy.
Absolutely. That is my aim.
All right, I'm gonna write the note, but we can probably just skip over that, and I can write
Yeah,
it
it's
all.
fine.
Yeah.
In the interest
Of time.
All right. As you guys write that note and have a wonderful conversation over some tea, let's smash cut to a halfling running through the city.
Oh, what's he doing?
He's trying. Where was the butcher shop again, Gabe?
The butcher shop is in. It would make sense that it is in the merchant strip.
Excuse me. All right, so that's where he's headed.
All right. For Florian trying to keep up with him, Florian, it's just going to be a luck check.
Okay.
50-50. Same again. 1 to 10, no. 11 to 20, yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh. That's funny.
Okay. Afan, you get there first for sure. You get to your buddy's butcher shop. It doesn't look like anything happened to the butcher shop itself. Everything looks fine on the outside.
Is it open?
It does look like it's open, yeah.
He goes to open the door, but then like pauses for a moment and takes a few deep breaths. Excuse me. Takes a few deep breaths and kind of scrunches his eyes up, and then like opens the door with his eyes closed.
As you open the
Very
door,
good.
there's the ring of a bell, and you hear a very familiar voice sort of call out from behind the counter. Very tired sounding, but it is that familiar voice of Claude, sorry. Claude.
Yeah.
Who looks over and says, "Hey, I'll be with you in a second. And then he pauses, as he sort of looks at you, and his eyes go a little wide. Do you look at him?
Avan kind of like very slowly opens one eye to see how bad the damage is.
You open one eye. You see him there. He's got a shiner. A black eye. You can see one of his hands is bandaged up. But other than that, no broken bones. He's standing. It doesn't look like there was any lasting damage done outside of, chopping off a finger.
Oh, mate, what did they do to you?
You got here pretty fast.
I mean, I was coming to check up on you anyway, but when I heard that what had happened, as soon as I got out of the teleport circle thing, came right here to see if you were okay.
I'm fine. Been through worse. Still got that scar from when I got hit by that spear. I was laid up in bed longer then than I was now.
I know, mate, but Christ, I'm so sorry that I got you involved in this.
It just caught me by surprise, that's all. Wasn't expecting it.
Did you see them at least?
I think I saw the house where they were being kept. And laid eyes on your wife. I didn't see the kids.
Did she look okay?
See, he sort of looks down at you. A little blue, but didn't seem hurt.
They killed the half-orc.
He frowns. I figured. Florian, by this time you are outside of the butcher shop.
Okay. Are there any windows that I can just peek in?
Yeah, there's windows that you can see, and you can see Afan is talking to someone, the butcher.
Okay. Does Afan seem distressed? Like this is a dangerous conversation?
Are you asking me or Gabe?
Whoever. I suppose you, Patrick.
He seems upset, but he doesn't seem like he's in any kind of danger, no.
Okay. He's not gonna go in just yet, but he'll, if he can crack open the door to listen, he's gonna do that.
Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Okay. Huh. All right.
The din of the streets, there's still people around the area, and especially this part of the city, there's going to be people walking around talking. It's hard to hear over that.
Okay. Is there well, I think what he'll do is he will like go across the street and keep looking in, so that I think he wants
just to like keep an eye on things, overwatch.
Just to keep an eye on things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a bodega across the street.
Okay, he'll do that.
You can go get some shit.
I'll get all of it.
You gotta chop cheese.
Get some I Love Capital City t-shirt.
No, it's a bodega. It's not a souvenir shop.
Oh, sorry. Chopped cheese and some Oh, I know. Like a gummy gummy worms, but they're attached. They're like the tails of a Like, what is that monster with all the tails that blinks in and out?
Displacer
Laser
beast.
beast?
Displacer beast. Thank you. It's like a
Gotcha.
gummy displacer beast.
Gotcha. Yeah. You're snacking on some stuff while our fans having this conversation.
Remember to get it the Oki way. That's the only way to do it.
Claude looks down at you, Afan, and continues. Told me they were gonna kill me at first. This red fella said, I have a shop here. I have a name in the community. They can't just kill me. Said they could cut off one of my fingers. I'm a butcher. Accidents happen. Sort of lifts the hand up. Easy enough to explain away.
You know I'm gonna kill him, right? I'm gonna fucking kill him. Once the girls are all safe, I'm gonna kill a lot of them.
Mate, I've got your back. You just let me know. I've still
will.
got my gear in the attic.
Avan walks behind the counter of the butcher shop and just gives Claude a big hug.
He returns the hug. Gives you a big strong pat on the back. And he says, as far as I can tell, there's a big one. Big orc fella. Huge tusks. Real strong build. I could only catch glimpses of him. Had tattoos on his face. He was the one barking orders. He was the one that wanted to kill me. The other fella, I think he was stationed at the house. He kind of looks at Evan. You saved my life, mate.
I kind of think he might be in a similar position to me, you know? Like, they've got something on him and he can't get away. I don't know what, but they offered to let me go see them. But after I got that lad killed, his family will never see him again because of me. And I don't know if I deserve to see them right now.
You see, his eyes were wide for a moment as you said that. They gave you a chance to see them, and then he just looks at you, grabs you by the shoulder. Commander, you are always too hard on yourself. How long have they been in this situation? I don't even know.
2 years now?
It's not just about whether you deserve to see them. They need to see you.
I don't know if I can be strong for them.
He gets this he looks at you and then gets this short little laugh. He's got this sort of grim look on his face, and he says, I'd offer to go with you, but I think they'd kick me out again.
chopped enough bits off you already, mate.
Yeah.
Can you still work okay?
Yeah, that was just my pinky. I can still hold the cleaver. Mostly in my index fingers and thumb. I should be fine.
Okay. Did you find anything out about the guy who brought you the message? Did he say anything?
This is me asking you, Patrick. Are you talking about the sailor?
Yeah, the sailor. Did like he find anything out about the guy, or was it just like he just delivered the message and left?
He gets sort of like another grim look on his face, but this time it's not, with a laugh afterwards. Pretty sure I saw his body when they took me. They took me to like a warehouse. I saw something covered up in like a burlap sack. I'm sorry, mate. You didn't know. He didn't know. I know you're gonna blame yourself.
I should have known that they were going to do that. I should have known that they would follow him, and that they would find out, and that they would kill him. I got him involved in this, and he fucking died, and it's my fault. He takes his coin, purse off his belt, and kind of like weighs it in his hand and says, I want to find his family and give him this.
He looks at
The least I can do.
He looks at you and sort of nods and says, I can ask around. I work with a lot of the sailors. They bring in livestock from around. I can ask around, see if anybody's gone missing, and I can get word to you about their family.
If you could, that would be a big help. But I've already asked too much of you, and
Please. I wouldn't be standing here if it wasn't for you. How many times did you save my hide?
One too few, I think.
Let's call this one just bad luck catching up to me.
Yeah. Okay.
So, you running with a new crew? What are you doing?
It's a job for them that did this. Keeping an eye on them, you know.
What, just like babysitting, or?
I don't know, man. There's just a couple of them that these people seem to be interested in, and just got to make sure that nothing happens to them. They don't tell me anything.
Well, hopefully the people you're with can help you out.
They seem to be a good bunch.
Well, let's see if they can't help you be strong for your girls and for your wife.
Yeah. think I'm going to need a lot of help with that one. We've got to leave town soon, but is there anything I can do for you before I go?
He just looks at you, then gets his grin on his face. Yeah, how about you buy a couple of steaks?
Best ones you got.
He smiles and goes into the backs. You can hear him working back there. Comes back out with a couple of big old ribeyes and says, "Old buddy charge. Let's just call it a gold for both of them."
Avan puts 10 on the counter.
Wow.
He laughs and hands them over.
I'm gonna fucking kill him. That orc especially.
I know you are.
I'm gonna do him first and then I'll see about the rest of them.
Let me know. I want a piece of them.
And let me know about that lad's family if you find anything out.
I will. Thinks for a second and says, yeah. Just so we can get in contact. And he pulls out his hellstone.
Avan pulls his out and sees the text from Luna, which he just kind of dismisses.
Yeah. You guys share contact information. Stay safe.
I'd say that to you, but you haven't exactly got a good track record of that at the moment, have you?
You know me, Captain. I always got into trouble.
Sergeant, not captain. He was never an officer.
Right.
Yeah, you were always a bit of a troublemaker, weren't you?
That I was.
Look, I hate to cut this short, but I think we're leaving pretty soon. I just wanted to make sure that you were, okay under the circumstances.
Honestly, I think I got off pretty light. Pinky notwithstanding.
Yeah. Yeah, you always could have stood to lose about 3 ounces, couldn't you?
He laughs. Yeah. All right. Well, you should get out of here. Go back to that crew and maybe go see your family, okay?
Yeah,
All right.
I'll see you soon.
Yeah. See you soon.
And he leaves.
Florian's leaning on a street lamp, finishing off a gummy displacer beast.
Hey, these are pretty good. You want one?
Gee, well, were you fucking following me?
Yeah, what do you think? You would have done the same for me. Are you done?
I suppose you're right. Yeah, I'm done for now.
Are you okay?
I don't know.
All right.
Maybe.
Want to get a drink?
Yeah, I think I do.
All right.
How was that bar that we showed up in?
Well, I mean, it was. I'm sure they would give you a quality time. I won't be joining you there.
I mean, Avan knew it was a brothel the second he got there. He's a fucking soldier. He knows what a brothel looks like when he arrives.
Of course he does.
Yeah, he was pulling Florian's leg. He didn't want to go back there.
That's funny. Florian looks like really uncomfortable about the topic.
Come on, I know a place a few streets away from here.
All right.
The beer's pissed, but it's cheap.
That's what I like to hear.
Cool.
Florian's going to take one last look at the butcher shop just to make sure he can remember it, and then he'll text Luna like, "Everything good? We're heading out."
Luna's gonna send a follow-up text to Afan. Disregard previous message. She did text him like in the heat of the moment, "Are you in danger?" So he when he looks at his cell stone next, it's gonna be like, "Are you in danger? Please disregard."
Oh, he already saw the "Are you in danger" text. He just dismissed it.
He didn't respond.
He was busy.
That's fair.
He still gets the please disregard message. Their text history is probably going to be a lot of Luna saying short sentences and no response.
Yeah, probably.
That's ultimate dad energy, though.
Real.
Yeah.
The ultimate dad energy would be
Signing your text?
no, upon sending like 10 messages straight out off of some like PBS special he's watching.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
Right.
No, you're right.
When I was younger and I had MSN Messenger when that was the thing.
Oh man.
My mum, bless her, she didn't. I mean, she worked as a receptionist in a doctor's office, so she knew how to use a computer to a certain extent. But she had an MSN Messenger account just to talk to me. When I was in college. It was very
That's
sweet.
the most mom thing I ever heard.
Yeah, and I would just like whenever she came online, the only reason she would ever come online is because she wanted to talk to me. So I would always open up the window, and then you would see this like. For like 10 minutes, it would be like Elinid is typing, Elinid is typing, Elinid is typing, and then it would be like, "How are you?" It was like she was stood there with her index finger out, like hitting one button at a time, and then like looking around the keyboard for the next one. It was so fucking funny.
It's really good. Oh.
She got better at computers as time went by.
Good.
Probably good.
All right. So, where's everybody? I know EC's spending the night at the stables. Where's everybody else? What's everybody else's plans?
Florian's gonna keep an eye on Avan, just making sure nothing happens. So wherever Avan's going for to sleep, Florian will go.
I think
Yeah.
it was like we probably have a good deal at the Blessing Lady. I don't think anyone's particularly keen at staying at a brothel.
Nope.
Though.
Nope.
Find other accommodations. I can probably find us some. What's the sleeping options?
Alleys can do that.
I mean, Alou can do that. I don't think anyone else is keen on
Florian slept in an alley. Who do you think he is?
that. I'm sure he has.
Florian ate a squirrel, okay? He can do anything he wants to.
Yeah, Alou's eaten several
He
squirrels.
did.
Who knows? What do you want?
Luna's down for whatever.
Cool.
She's probably just gonna post up somewhere and meditate. Like,
You guys want to go to Moe's family feedback?
I do
Hell
need
yeah.
post family feedback.
Okay. You guys go to Moe's family feedback. It's in the merchant strip. You can get food and stay there.
We text Stefan and Florian the location.
I assume also Nezrin as well.
Yes, Nesrin as well. Sorry, Nesrin.
There we go.
Alou like, oh shit, we forgot Nesrin. Where's Easy?
All right, you guys are gonna stay at Mo's family feedback.
And I think Luke does actually fucking sleep. It's been a day.
Whoa. It's impressive.
I mean, would EC like kick Nezran out or ask Nezran to leave?
No.
I feel like Nezran would stay then.
Is Nezran gonna stay at the stables?
Yeah.
At the barn?
Okay. Nezran
Really?
stays at the
Okay.
barn then. Oh, you guys have a bonding moment with the hippogriffs.
I feel like she's
nice.
very interested in the hippogriffs, and it's also a lot more comfortable around EC.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's
A
fair.
little
Just
bit.
in general.
Yeah, I mean, I think Ivan just like he probably knows a place that he would go and sleep, but if the group is sleeping somewhere, he would just go there instead.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, Cog suggests Mo's family feed bag is a very frugal, well, not frugal,
Yeah.
as a budget option for you guys. He also like probably suggests a fancy one, but doesn't know if you guys want to stay there.
Absolutely.
What was the fancy one? It was like
The
something
last
about
dessert.
the last dessert. Thank you. I knew it was something about like sweets.
Yeah.
It's because that's the one that Cleo was gonna stay at, but then everyone was like, "Oh, we should stay together at Mo's family feedback."
We might be being watched.
Because not everybody is freaking rich.
Nefarious people. It wasn't even. You guys had money at that point. It wasn't even that.
Oh, did we?
Yeah.
Huh.
It's because people were watching you, and you guys wanted to be careful about the nefarious people watching you.
What's that voice?
I'm making fun of you guys
No, I couldn't
for
tell.
being way too careful. It's funny to me. Sorry about this tangent. Like the stuff that you guys focus in on and decide is important and not.
And the stuff we missed.
And the stuff you guys absolutely miss. It's very funny to me.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah, you guys stay the night at Mo's family feedback. It's good food, solid beds. They're not like the most comfortable, but they're also not. It's not the ground outside. It's not like a bench or a couch. It's acceptable.
Yeah.
Yeah. If there's anything you guys want to do during the evening, let me know. But I think we can probably cut to you guys traveling the next day, and then probably call it soon because it's 11:30.
That's fair. I will say Florian sleeps very rough that night. He might actually damage the mattress a little bit.
Gotcha.
Buddy, you okay?
What a fucking guy.
I'm fine.
He's a guy
I'm
going through guy
fine.
things.
This guy's doing guy stuff.
Florian is my favorite guy.
He's still a guy. It's his birthday.
Sex, he's not wanting more.
No.
Sex, I've had enough. Tell the world, blow yourself up.
Whoever fucking banged their desk, I appreciate that. God.
Oh boy.
All right. All right. Well, if that's all, next time we'll start with you guys heading out and getting to the Star Peak Mountains, and then before we end for the evening, let's do an RP vote for everybody.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see.
FN.
All right. That's
Yeah,
one.
go
Yeah, that was really good.
One vote for Afan.
I'm gonna say EC.
It's one vote for EC.
I'm giving mine to Afan.
One vote for Afan.
Another for a fun.
Oh, you're too
Very
kind.
nice. Very nice.
I am going to vote for EC.
also gonna vote for Easy. I'm just kidding. I'm gonna vote for Afan.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Who's on Duolingo right now?
Oh, that's me. Sorry.
That's funny. You're fine. You're fine.
Son of a bitch.
All right, Patrick, you get a point of inspiration.
Congrats.
If you guys
Okay.
role played during the week, don't forget to mark that point of inspiration down.
I think I did. I don't know.
Thank you. Yeah, you did. Thank you
Okay, I
guys
wasn't sure.
very much for coming here. We're ending the session. Does anyone have any messages for me before we
Wow,
end the session?
Well, now that you mention it,
Thanks for DMing.
Absolutely. It's
thanks
my
for
pleasure.
DMing.
Yeah.
Actually,
are all great.
we're like 4 months into the session at this point now. Is that 4 times 4, 16? Yeah, we're like, this is session 17 or something like that. How is everybody feeling about the session?
The session or the campaign?
It's the campaign, sorry. I want to do a quick check-in to see how everybody's feeling.
Check OOC real quick.
You have not leveled up yet, sorry. You can
Okay.
you can fill me with lead.
Already knew.
I teleported, therefore I leveled up.
But yeah, I just want to do a quick check-in, how you guys are liking the campaign, the characters, anything that I can improve on as your guys' dungeon master.
No, you're doing great. I was like genuinely upset when I found out that guy had been killed.
Oh.
I was
Personally, for like 2 days, I was mad at you.
you know what? That's fair.
Oh my gosh.
I was definitely saving that in my back pocket. I knew it was going to be after you guys finished that job that a fan would get that letter earlier than he might expect because of what happened. Yeah, so it's kind of a fucked up situation for a fawn there.
But
I think my only thing is we have a lot of downtime, and sometimes we just kind of waffle in it. So I think maybe a little more nudging.
Yeah, that's something that I've always struggled with, so I will take that to heart. I'll do my best to push you guys down the road a little bit more.
I enjoy how RP focused this group is personally. I really like it.
Yeah, this is probably the best D&D group balance-wise I've been in.
Oh.
Everybody really feels engaged, and I really appreciate that.
Gabe, I think I'll just save my grievances until they're too much and then ghost you for the rest of your life.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we should bully Gabe out of this group.
Gabe, why don't you hang out with us?
I don't think any of the people that
Start a Minecraft server right now.
Wow.
I don't think any
Sorry,
of the
sorry.
people that were subtweeting ever will listen to this, so this is very funny.
Let's subtweet him, but only nice things.
Well, it was
Sorry,
so cool how they kicked you out of their group.
I should be the bigger person, but
Dude,
You know
no,
what?
fuck that, dude. Life is too
It's
short.
fun to be the smaller person sometimes. though.
Life is too short.
I'm just a little guy.
I'm 4 foot
I'm
10.
having a
do
great
whatever
time
fuck
being
I
the smaller
want.
person. So.
for all intents and purposes, I agree with what Alun said. There's a little bit too much waffling, and I feel like the RP is good. Like I definitely enjoy the RP, but
You're also here for
I
good
need
number go up.
I need the mathy click clacks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would love to get into some more combat.
All right.
Sure.
Yeah,
There's-
I'm like 80% combat build, so
There is definitely going to be combat coming up. I tried to put you guys into a situation where there is going to be a good amount of combat in this next job. So
Okay.
Cool.
it's going to be a lot more straightforward for the next one.
If you want this to be the best session ever, however, you will give me the gun.
And also,
Huh?
let us level up.
If you just give
Eventually
Elena
you
gun
guys are
because you
going to
never
level
use
up.
it.
No, I don't
Level-
care about the leveling up. Give me the gun.
level up after every session. Sounds great to me. What a great suggestion, Gabe.
What
That is
kind of
definitely a way you
campaign?
can
What would
improve the
that look
campaign.
like as a campaign? My
And then-
gosh.
You guys
It
would be
just
level
escalation.
17 right now, having done nothing.
We would feel great though.
Yeah.
Your numbers would be so up.
We would be in a different plane.
This is way more boring than Baldur's Gate 3.
I'm sorry, I'm not Baldur's Gate 3.
We need more magical items.
Gabe, I could be fucking a vampire, but I'm here
Listen,
with you. Take that as a
listen.
compliment.
I do give you guys all the hot tieflings to fuck. It's up to you whether or not you want to fuck them or not, okay?
If I were
Listen,
playing
Gabe,
any other
I-
character.
I had to fucking switch. I had to give you an ace character. All the other ones I have let you flirt with and ruin in the relationship department. This one, not other ways. You gotta do other ways.
It's okay. There are other people who I can flirt with and ruin. So that's good. But yes,
I don't
will-
think flirting's gonna work with Florian.
I think Florian has a little bit too much body dysmorphia to be thinking about anything but
Correct.
being,
Honestly,
being upset.
I think the only
Being
person you
angsty.
got right now is a loon.
Yeah.
Listen, you guys
I mean,
don't know what's happening with Nezrin and
you-
Luna.
I mean,
That's
you listen.
true.
When Nezrin is concerned, you could do that with her, but you'd have to be a very specific person.
Hey, it's
Huh.
called a slow
Save
burn.
yourself for someone
Yeah.
specific.
Holding up her here.
And I don't think we're gonna talk to that specific person for some time.
Oh. Is okay.
Eyes emoji.
Eyes emoji. Yes.
Anyway, I will absolutely take what you guys said to heart about pushing the group along with less waffling. Anything
It's
else?
also,
Yeah, go ahead, Fab.
I think often it's also a cognizant thing on players of just like agreeing, like, all right, we got nothing, let's go.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah,
Okay.
Never.
that's fair.
Huh?
Now listen,
Yeah.
it's my job to herd the cats, so I gotta herd them.
Mm-hmm.
I would also say, and I think I don't know if this is like my fault or not, but I feel like Nezrin is like very disconnected from a lot of the things that are going on. And I feel like I would have more fun if I felt like Nezrin was more like interconnected with things. I don't know if that's like my fault
That's
for
fair.
not
I
actively
think
getting
part of-
involved or
I think part of the issue is that we just don't all have the same schedules, and
Yeah.
we're not able to like RP and text at the same time.
I'm really
Yeah.
bad at text.
Yeah, I know that, Riley. You've been very busy and are
I've been
not
really busy
particularly
recently.
good at text RP or keeping up with text RP. No, I'm sure you're good at it, but keeping
I
up
mean,
with it.
Even when I'm not busy, like doing
Yes.
text RP is extremely difficult for me just because of the way that I roleplay and the way like text RP is really, really difficult for me.
Is there something else we could do during the week that would be easier?
I was about to say I would be amenable to having like voice calls to do RP stuff during the week.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'd be
maybe.
fine with
Down.
that, too.
If you have like free time during the week, Riley, I'm sure we could do that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It could just
But
be
I-
like one or two people, like, hey, you want to hop
Yeah.
on call and RP a little bit?
Like, I've noticed, like, I don't have a lot of, like, deep built up stuff with Nezra and like,
Yeah, I feel like
really
nobody
pretty, like,
nobody
Luna.
does. It
Yeah,
was just
I-
people talking
Florian
about
has
Like-
some things to speak with her about, but like,
Yeah.
yeah, hasn't had the chance.
I feel like Avan and
I
Nezrin
want
are
it.
going to have a scene in like 10 or 12 sessions, which is like the bit in Arrested Development where there are two characters who have never met up until the third. Like, there's like two main characters in Arrested Development who have literally never shared screen time, and they're like, "Oh yeah, you
That's
remember her?"
funny.
And he's just like, "I have no idea who that is. Like, I've literally never met this person." It's going to be that with.
Mhm.
But yeah, no, I would like to
Absolutely.
get some time in with Nezrin, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
'cause I feel like the only time I'm able to RP is like when we're actually in the game, and then when we're in the game, everyone, it's like
Yeah.
you have
There's a
to
lot going on.
play the game,
and it can compound. I absolutely understand what you're talking about. Situations like that have happened to me in the past. So I would love to, if you want to do like Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays. I don't know what evenings work for you that we could get together and like and like we all said, it doesn't have to be the whole group. It could be a couple of people at a time, and just do a little bit of RPing.
Yeah, it can
Side
be like a
Nezrin
a
content.
pub, like
Girl
an
time.
evening in the pub or
That
something.
sounds nice.
Yeah,
I would love
Yeah.
to have it recorded or at least summarized.
I can definitely record it and put it up for you guys for sure.
This is
Okay.
our spin-off anime that's slice of life.
Yep.
Is that fucking Fate thing that's just a cooking show?
Very good. Very, very good.
I would say I feel the same, but also I knew it was gonna happen because we were coming to a big fucking city, and EC is not about the city.
Nope.
Yeah.
Actually, this would be a great time if sometime later this week, if Mike and Riley, you wanted to get on a call and go over what you guys talk about it during the night or something like that.
Ew, with Riley.
Jeez.
Gross.
Sure, I'll just have to make sure to write down some notes tonight before I forget.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't know when you're free, Riley, but I'm sure we could figure something out.
Yeah, we can figure something out. I'm also just like sitting here like, I don't think that Nezrin knows like any of the things that everyone else knows about like Florian or FN or
Probably
Like-
none of it, yeah.
like people are like, keep talking about how like Florian's 1,000 years old, his body's made up of a bunch of different people, and
He doesn't know
Nezrin's
that?
like, what?
EC
No,
doesn't know that.
But I feel like that's super in character for Nesrin, right? Because she's just so busy reading a
That's
book
really
that she's
funny.
just like, wait, your family was kidnapped? Like what? Like
Yeah.
I do also think that it does work a little bit for the character, but I think part of that character development is breaking out of that.
Yeah, for
Um,
sure. Sure.
like,
I don't mean
Sure.
like that instance specifically.
Self-absorption.
Yeah, I don't mean that like instance specifically, but like there's no
Yeah.
with like any other character.
Yeah, no, there are things that Nezrin has missed.
Sure.
And I would be happy to give you guys a chance to role play outside of that, because like I said, I completely understand where Riley is coming from. ADHD is a hell of a drug, and text RP
Sure
is very hard for some people.
I've also just had like a lot
It's
of
a
really bad
hyperfixation for
experiences.
others.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh. I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh, it's okay.
yeah, and Riley's also been very, very busy recently, moving, and life changes and weddings and things like that. So, I definitely
Yeah.
get it.
Yeah, that's about
Makes
to be next month. That's gonna be fun.
If it makes you feel any better, Riley, EC's been there the entire time and still doesn't know shit about Florian.
That's true. EC's
You
not
gotta get-
remotely interested, though. I get the feeling. EC doesn't really.
EC sees Florian as this loud mouth, and
Yep.
that's all that they contribute to the group.
That'll maybe change eventually, maybe.
we'll see if he
We'll
grows
see.
up at all.
But right
See.
now, EC just looks at Florian, she's all flash, no substance.
Yeah, fair.
Which is really hard because I really want to be friendly to Say because Say is my friend.
Oh.
But I have to fucking treat them like a goddamn stranger.
There, I love the Say does not usually play characters like Florian, so it's cool to see a different side of Say's RPing.
This is really interesting.
Yeah.
Really interesting.
But yes, Riley, I'm going to message you. I'm going to force you to do this, okay?
Okay.
I also know sometimes it can be hard to reach out, so I'm going to be the one reaching out, okay?
Okay.
All right.
So good, Gabe.
You guys are my friends, and I love all of you, so I'm going to do my part.
Aw, same, bruh. Same hat.
Yeah. Okay.
Lame.
Any?
I mean, what?
That's fair. Any other comments, concerns, anything else that I can do on my end?
When are you gonna give me my fucking vision?
I do need to give you a vision, huh? All right,
Yeah.
I'll work on that. Maybe it'll come as you're writing a hippogriff.
That'd be cool.
So are you gonna
Menace.
work on that, or are you gonna quote unquote work on that and then forget as soon as you
Listen.
get back
Oof.
walking
Listen,
Chester?
I wrote 2 people letters last week. I can work on things, okay?
I understand, but it is my duty as your friend that you will one day meet to always be a bitch to you.
Listen, that's fair. I appreciate it. We have that kindred bond.
One day we will rent a cabin. Oh, I don't think this group has talked about that. What if we played IRL one day?
That'd be fun.
I'd love to do that. I'm an
It'd be
adult.
so fun.
I have money. I can travel.
We can maybe do
Damn,
something.
that must be nice. That must be real nice.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I'm an adult. I have money. I can maybe foot the bill for someone else. We'll see.
See.
We'll see what happens.
We'll see what the situation is.
All right. As always, thank you all for playing Dungeons and Dragons with me. I appreciate
Thank
all
you.
of you.
Make a game.
We were playing
Fucking
Dungeons and
nerd.
Dragons.
Can't believe you all.
Yeah, it's like Baldur's Gate, but not a Baldur's Gate.
I thought this was group
Right.
therapy.
It's like Baldur's Gate,
Yeah,
but like
pretty
instead
much.
of a computer, there's like a guy.
It kind of is group therapy. Let's be honest here.
Dungeon is my favorite guy.
Dungeons is my favorite guy.
See, actual session D&D can't be like Baldur's Gate because players are so willing to accept bad decisions in a video game and
We
just
can save
not
some.
and not in like D&D sessions. From
Mhm.
personal experience for these past 10 years, they do not like when they get exactly what they've been working up towards.
Man, I'm the opposite. Kill me.
Well, if it isn't the consequences of my own actions.
Consequences of my own actions.
When players find that, in my experience, at least 80% of the people I've run for, they're like, that was just unfair.
Listen, Michael.
You do get a little intense, dude. I'm just saying.
Personally, I love it. I still think
It's great.
I still think you should have killed Charity. That's my only gripe I ever have about you. You should have just killed Charity. You should have let her die.
I have to
Fair
bounce, everybody.
All right, yes.
Okay, bye.
Good night.
Bye,
Good
friends.
night.
Okay,
Good
bye.
night.
Listen, I will accept that I get intense, but
Sure.
you must also allow that there's a bunch of fucking signs along the road before I get to that point.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's true.
I agree. All right, I'm gonna stop the stream and I am gonna go to bed.
Okay, bye guys, you're great.
Bye.
Goodbye.